I'll do the quick Richard track. Get myself.
The following broadcast is not suitable for musicians of handmade music and children under 3 years of age. The end is coming, Xander. This hurts you.
Yeah, that did hurt me because I had it coming out of 2 browsers and they were not in sync.
Oh, apparently my sound isn't working.
Oh. So good.
It didn't hurt Xander at all.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes. All right, I got it.
Oh,
All right,
did it
kill
just
it?
take
Oh my
like
God.
an hour?
Shut up. Ah,
Wow.
why did you make it so long?
Why did you wait so long to hear it? Like this is on you now.
Torture.
Well, I had to test a few things. I had to
Psychic
test
damage.
trying to, put inflection into it.
Tell me more about hurting Xander.
Who's been rolling like 50 gajillion dice in chat log?
Someone's in that. Yeah. Probably
wanna-
trying to
Somebody.
Yeah, I was
hide something.
testing things.
Yeah, no, you're probably just trying to hide chat log. Doesn't really know how chat log works, though.
No idea what you're talking about.
Oh, wait, should I actually check the log? Oh, hold
No.
on.
No, I was testing different event resolution schemes, none of which I particularly liked, so I just started rolling lots of dice for the heck of it to see what would happen on Roll20.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you get it to roll in order?
Put an S after it.
Okay.
Like /R46S.
Okay. That's going to be very helpful.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we are on that one. 619, news from SOS. Everybody can hear, right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Day 17 of protesters marching around the clock in rotating shifts sees new developments. The union miners previously contained within Culture's residential sector flooded onto the spotless streets of the park sector, prompting outcry from tourists and park employees alike. The protesters, waving simple craft signs reading #profits not toys and #kick the kitten, claim they are entitled to a share of tourism profits because Chief of Operations Kai Tan Toai is sabotaging union's mining efforts, and if she refuses, demand she cede control of SOS to union management. SOS government officials could not be reached for comment. This has been Sophia, reporting from beautiful SOS Prime, for ABNN.
Uh-oh.
Right, and then we've got some news from Shinobu. $613.
Surprising nobody but the usurper Patsy, the exiled first son of late Emperor Tajima Hideyoshi has made it very public that he's very much alive at the very festival celebrating his very own honorable death. What followed is a sequence of events still under review by ABNN cultural correspondents. A challenge was offered. Law was recited. Young Emperor Tajima Tatsuya begged his brother for mercy and his mother for her help. And finally, in the thunderous silence, he raised his blade to meet Shiro's challenge. The Tiger of Honbei struck, disarming and then beheading his brother in 2 clean strokes. His mother's head rolled next. As the blood of his family pooled at his feet, Shiro proclaimed, "I am the rightful emperor of the United Imperial Shogunate. I'll be making some changes." This is Richard, congratulating Emperor Tajima Shiro on reclaiming his throne with minimal bloodshed, from all of us here at ABNN.
What's going on now?
Well, rumors of his death were greatly exaggerated. Rumors of his brother and mom's lives or deaths are not exaggerated. Maybe, I don't know.
Basically,
Hey, Nim.
the guy that you guys have said that's definitely a PC, and then others have argued, yeah, he is a PC, he's available, and then had that fun exchange.
Yeah.
He went and reclaimed his place as emperor.
Yeah, as I tried to claim he was dead.
Yep.
In the middle of them claiming he was dead, basically, and celebrating it, essentially.
Yeah,
Good.
he showed up at the funeral and said, "Nah, brah."
Yeah, good job, number 4,
that's
I
a power
guess.
move. Hey,
All right.
Nemesis.
Mhm.
I'm getting. I think I'm hearing the track through your mic.
Right now?
So, no, obviously when the track was playing.
I stopped being able to hear it at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I'll watch my mic when the next one plays.
Do you want to try reloading real quick, Lulu?
Yeah, I just did.
Okay. I'll do 2 seconds of Richard to test it out for you.
The following broadcast is
Yeah,
not.
I
He
can
could
hear
hear
it.
the entire time. He could hear the entire time. He's just doing this to torture me some more.
This hurts you, Xander.
Yeah, who
It
am I gonna
does
have
hurt
to
me.
torture after you're gone?
Oh, see, this is what happens. You torture me long enough, and I fucking leave.
I guess so. This has all been my fault. So, anyways, next news is from Mona. Kind of. My spreadsheet required me to place it from somewhere, so it's just broadcasting from somewhere.
Galactic Mandate reports increased aggression from
Oops.
Union fleets
Oh well.
and warns all ships to take caution. Steer clear when possible, and when Union ships are unavoidable, make no sudden movements which might be mistaken for hostilities. Analysts credit the recent loss of multiple fleets across the sector, in combination with a tightening budget caused by economic sanctions on Astos, with this dangerous shift in public positioning. This is Sophia, reporting for Artemis Black Network News, and adding my own warning, these tidings herald deeper rumblings in Union politics. Tread carefully.
And one last one. This one's from your favorite.
Right? So,
Oh, go ahead.
just to be clear, that's us, right? We did that. We done fucked off with one of their people, and then we also blew up one of their fleets. It's 100% us.
Partially.
Well,
I don't act. I don't.
This has multiple
Gex,
fleets. I'm pretty
Gex,
sure we're only responsible for one fleet.
One big ass fleet.
Yeah, but that's still not
Anyway.
multiple fleets. I guess what happened
mean-
on the whatever planet that we were at the end of near the end of our session was also technically kind of a fleet they lost, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just a smaller one.
Okay. Anyway, that's it.
So yeah, you are right. You guys are 2/3 responsible for that, at least, with destroying the fleet in what was it? Artemis, and also for your actions on Astos. Although those were definitely better than the alternative, because the alternative would have probably led to this as well. Losing their fleet on Mona was a surprising blow. I don't know if I told you guys this, but I rolled dice to determine these events, and that event had a 1 in 100 chance of occurring like that. Like, the 2d10s that I rolled had to come up 10 and 10 for that to happen.
Sorry, for
Okay,
which
well, I
part
take
to
it back.
happen?
Totally not our fault.
for the mech battle against the landed Union mining ships to go in the mech's way. Well, for the mech battle to even occur, to be honest.
I see.
Mech battle. I do like that we saw mech battle and we were like, you know what, mech battles are cool, but we don't have any way of contributing to this, so we're gonna leave.
All right, and one last one. This one's actually coming from Audrima.
Parents are supposed to protect their children. But everything is for sale. Care. Love. Protection. What if 8 pairs of clean hands, same color, same length, same voice, can promise in unity what 2 pairs of grimy hands, worn, calloused, weary, can't grasp even in dreams? Is it irresponsible for a parent to love their children, into uncertain danger and perpetual poverty? Money changes the rubric. But who should be enriched? The parents who suffer an empty heart? Or the hands that offer to care? This is David, reporting from the horizon of Audrima. I won't go any closer. Nor should you.
Once again, who keeps letting David broadcast on news channels?
Well, we determined
Right.
David's. I think we determined David's an AI anyway. So what do they need to stop him?
Yeah, I guess.
They've probably been trying to cut him off this whole time.
Which one's Audrima again?
That's the one that Jai wants to go to. Has been wanting to go to.
Well, shit. Sounds like a plan.
What? You mean David's warning won't deter you?
Are you kidding? Half the reason I want to go there is just fucking meet David. He's my favorite character.
Yeah, we did actually put that on our list at some point. Remember?
You did.
Find and meet David.
And then tell him how fucking weird he is. You're a real odd duck, you know that?
So I believe your plan for today. Make sure music is playing now. It was to go to Tiamat 77-7.
Woohoo! It's happening! Everybody get excited!
Alright, let's jump right into the heart of the black hole.
Well, we have to go. Don't we have to go back to Korafali? Because isn't that the only way that we know how to time it?
You do.
Yeah. Time to go visit the jail.
Jail.
Didn't we leave some protagonists on SOS? Like, come on, protagonists. Get your Union ship in order.
What do you mean, Eddie?
I think that was No, well, yeah, Eddie, but no, I'm talking about, isn't Walter and...
Oh.
I have no idea where they went.
I think Walter left after Zeus.
Well, they all pretty much fucked off and did their own thing, though.
Yeah, but I mean,
there was what was it? The mom one, the psychic mom. I think was the one that was left there.
They were not here for very long.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even think they made it to like the third episode.
I'm pretty sure
Although,
Walter's
to be
left
fair,
Zeus.
Yeah, no, I was talking about the psychic.
Mom.
I don't actually remember what her name was.
I never knew him. I just heard stories, and I think I remember it was mentioned that they were getting off the ship. I was like, oh, okay, wherever you are.
Yeah. Right.
That was because that's all we had issues with the captain.
Right.
Because they were the captain of the Raza at the time.
Yeah, and then they wanted to rejoin with some other character that doesn't seem very... I don't know, whatever.
There was some weirdness going on. Yeah.
I remember.
I was like, their reasoning was that they'd been gone for so long that they'd lost the character and they should just start over. And I'm like, yeah, let's talk about the scheduling issues before we talk about a different character.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, the different character you proposed is just going to be a headache.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Wow. Apparently, excuse me. Apparently, I missed that drama.
Well, I kept it all quiet. I mean, I didn't need to broadcast it.
Oh yeah, you hushed it up.
Yeah,
shot him in the back room. I understand.
Until I'm doing it now.
Now that's the last session, doesn't matter.
Exactly.
They show up. They're like, "Hey, I hear you're running a new session, and you got a slot open."
And I'll be like, "Nope, I filled that 4 months ago."
Oh, damn! I'm already been replaced in your heart.
No, I actually kept the 6th slot open for you until the very last. I invited Danielle in, but about 4 months ago, I approached Josh B and Tulare and asked if they'd want to join my next campaign, which I anticipated to start within 6 months. We're both excited for it.
Were they in your other Darkstar games, the one shots?
No, neither of them have played any of this.
Bringing in the fresh meat.
I know them fairly well from the Discord, and as long as they're not completely acting through letters on there, I'm pretty confident. But let's get you guys to Tiamat 77-7. Looks like you're gonna have to make.
We should gossip some more. That seems.
We'll have a little more time for that, depending on how quickly things go.
Hot goss.
Get that hot goss while we head to Gun and then up to Corafali, and then blam 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 blam. Or we could stop in Itsos, I guess, if you want.
Why do I suddenly hurt? That was the best part of Centaur World was hot goss.
Oh God.
So you guys can jump straight to Corafali if you want. It is 6 hexes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Shit. I was like, we have 5, right? So yeah, Gun and Corafali and then across. But no, we have 6. Fuck you.
All right, we're going to
Fuck
Gun. We're going to some Oh wait, no, the salvaging was in Murin. Damn. Oh, we can go to Murin.
Yeah. Yeah, we could go to Murin, get some more money.
Yeah. We need to get some more scrap.
Throw directly in the trash can because we don't use it for anything.
You'll be using it for infrastructure going into the second part of the campaign.
Oh yes, of course. Yes, with my space station that I'm gonna build above Zenthra. No, Hastro? Where the fuck is our colony?
It's Zenthra. You're right.
Kamiego.
Yep. Yeah, Zenthra is the system, and Kamiego is the planet within.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. But
and the Raza
almost
planet. Build a space station that orbits only the Raza.
What are you talking about? I'm taking the engines off the Raza, slapping a cockpit to each one, turning them all into fighters.
Oh God.
Let's get to Corafali there before Lulu explodes. Who wants to roll for Mr. Starcross?
I will.
2d6 plus 4.
And he does not have a sheet still?
Nah.
Okay.
It's the last session now. Just like, I'm not going to do any work.
At this point, it's a matter of principle.
12?
Wow.
12 get us there?
Yeah, definitely will.
Wow.
I don't even have to look at the chart to see.
So this still takes us a week?
Roll20 is lagging something fierce.
Huh.
Yeah, it is. It's real bad.
Is it perhaps because of all the dice? Shouldn't be.
So just to be clear, this trip just takes us a week, right?
6 days. It only takes you 6 days. Yeah.
So there's technically news on Gun that we missed because it's still working its way up from this side, and we just kind of skipped past. Oh my god! All right. Welcome to the future.
Yep. Kind of crazy when you move 4 times the speed of news.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see if I can clear the chat here. Clear current chat log. Did that help anything?
Let me try.
No, but I think it also only clears your chat
Oh,
log.
that
it
might
still
be.
shows all mine. Yeah. I guess I could do that.
How do I go into deleting my chat log?
So the gear icon and then text chat options, and there's just a little button there that says clear current chat log.
There we go.
Is that any better?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So that will be a reminder to me that rolling thousands of dice is laggy.
Yeah, it was taking 3 to 4 seconds just to switch tabs.
Ooh. And that cleared it up for you also, Xander?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I'll take that as confirmation. All right, don't do that. So yeah, Starcross easily makes that brand new route from Andois to Corofali. Oh shoot, I should be marking these routes for you guys because you can use them later. Oh well, figure it out. And
hopefully there's some way to refuel in Corofali.
there
There's
is,
gotta be. It's yeah.
but it's Galactic Mandate.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But do they have a sun or gas giant
Ah.
or whatever the fuck?
The whole system is patrolled by Galactic Mandate, so spending days at the scooping at the sun would draw attention. You can certainly try it. I just want to make sure you're aware that this is the Galactic Mandate base system.
Right.
Which one
but
is Corofali?
Yeah, it's like their jail and
Right.
Over here.
I'd assume we'd want to get gassed before jumping there.
Well, yeah. So we have 2 fuel slots. We use one getting there,
Right.
and then if we use one getting the TMNT, then hopefully there's something in TMNT that we can scoop.
I believe we'd be able to scoop fuel from around the black hole from the accretion disk.
Yeah, but that's gonna be like one of those 7 years for every 1 minute in real time, you know?
But you don't go past like
We come back to the sector changed.
Yeah.
That's how the
Raza
next game
disappeared
starts.
hundreds
It's
of
like
years ago.
The Raza, you have faded into myths and legends.
First, she disappeared for 6 months, and then for 60 years.
Yeah. No, 600 years. There's actually been another Scream.
So
everyone's running around with just fucking or the tech level 2 equipment now.
Mm-hmm.
But they still have spaceships.
Oh, of course they have.
Yeah, of course.
We maintain tech level 4, but it's all like cowboy themed now.
Yeah.
All the spaceships are just giant
Oh.
horses.
Wait, I was gonna say that's just Firefly, but
Yeah. Well, yeah, but this time the second language is French, so it's totally different.
oh, that's worse.
So there is a fueling station at Corofali that you can scoop at. I wasn't trying to discourage that by saying this is a Galactic Mandate system. I was just adding that flavor there, reminding you, this is a Galactic Mandate controlled system.
Yeah.
You guys aren't currently flying as the Raza. In fact, I can't remember for the life of me what you changed yourselves to.
We are the Devil Dinosaur Smoking Jacket.
Yes,
right.
the Devil Dinosaur Smoking Jacket. That's what it was. So, as long as you don't try to land on the planet, you should probably be okay. If you're just going there to fuel up, then somebody throw 500 credits into the wind. Oh, there you go.
Pay for it.
There was only 24 issues of the Devil Dinosaur and Boy comic.
I wonder why it didn't put a name to that. Weird. It just looks like it's some kind of error log for the chat entries, the way it's positioned on my screen.
Weird.
Oh, because you rolled and nobody else has typed anything, so it didn't need to put your name up there again. Even though everything's...
Maybe?
Yeah, because I'm looking at what's showing on my stream, and that's exactly what happened. I'm going to clear the stream also. There. I don't need any lag. So, you fuel up at the station. You are, of course, just given some cursory questioning of how is your day, what cargo are you carrying, do you have any crimes in the sector to report, you know, that kind of thing.
We're fine. We're all fine here. How are you?
Oh.
We're salvage. We have salvage. The fuck's it called? Spare parts.
Well, we do have
Inventory.
salvage. We do just have a bunch of bulk salvage.
Right, bulk salvage. Yeah. That's what I was looking for. And what was the last question?
Are there any crimes in the sector that you want to report?
Nah.
My ex-wife is taking me for way too much fucking money. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you very much. I did forget.
Did anybody actually answer that?
What about the crimes? I think that was it. That was it.
Yeah, I think that was the actual answer.
Yeah.
I did forget to point out that Riley insisted on remaining with you guys. Did you guys allow it? Like,
I mean,
Riley
how insisty?
She put
How
forth
insisty did you get?
really, really. I want to say good, but it probably wasn't good. A really emphatic
Good for a
argument
teenager.
about how great her and crew would be on
I
this
stopped
ship.
listening halfway through and said, "Yeah, fuck it, fine."
It won't be the only teenage girl on this ship.
I do want to know. I want to be there for the first time we introduce them to voice box on a stick.
Okay.
Whatever we end up naming that guy.
He had a name.
Gore.
Oh yeah, Gore.
Yeah.
He's a real Gorian.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of appropriate because he just looks like a piece of gore now, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's not a name so much as a title at this point.
Anyway.
Actually, if you do want to introduce Riley and crew to Gore, then Gore, Riley kind of looks a little bit sick and says that Gore wants to destroy him. That this is a horrific way of living for an entity.
It seems fine.
Everything hurts.
Is it Gore saying that, or
no? It's Riley.
Gore, you're fine, right?
Doesn't Gore want to die?
Yeah, didn't he literally ask us to kill him?
I don't know. I don't really know how we expect this to go down. I'm pretty sure this is a bad idea, but
yeah, I don't know why we're introducing the two of them.
I didn't say I wanted to introduce them. I said I wanted to be there when they were introduced.
No.
Okay. All right.
Forget it then.
You guys make the jump to Tiamat 77-7. I'm not going to ask for a roll for that, just because he just got a 12 there, and this is a much easier jump.
Right.
Is it an easier jump? I mean,
yeah.
You say it is, so I'm going to say yes.
For Starcross, it is.
It is in this small window, yeah.
Okay, I was like, isn't there a bunch of timing and stuff that has to... Whatever.
That stuff's really easy for the pilot, though. They just have to go at the right time.
Yeah, the metadimensional currents from Corifali to Tiamat 77-7, they just align at this particular point, opening a bridge, and that bridge is actually fairly clear. It's a clean, easy bridge once you know that it exists. Darkross even comments to that effect. Wow. Looks over at Zoe. You could do this.
Whoa, harsh.
Even you, Zoe.
This is easy. Wow.
Why did we hire you again?
Because no one's gonna have 6x rudders.
Because I'm the best.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean,
and this,
I'm not gonna get into it. Bree, start scanning. I want to know everything.
Okay.
What do you want to know? Everything.
You arrive at the horizon of Tiamat 77-7. The typical metaspace flash that precedes all system entries from metaspace precedes you. And as
You
you're...
want to say proceed a couple more times?
Yes, I do. As you
Okay.
are proceeding into the system, I don't think it actually works like that. Hang on real quick. Alright, as you are sinking into a real space system, the real space of the system, you are identifying that there is one ship actually in the arrival zone from Corafale to Tiamat 7-7.
We weren't the first.
You are not the
Damn it.
first.
Open fire. Somebody shoot something.
We may not be the first, but we will be the last.
You can't get a good read on any kind of sensor or ID or who they are as you're making these final steps into real space. And you know that once...
Are they powered? Do they have power?
They are powered, yeah.
Okay.
You know that once you do take that final step into real space, you will both identify each other almost instantaneously. Are there any preparations you're wanting to do? You've got about 5 minutes.
No?
Okay.
I can't think of anything.
Alright,
Do you guys think of anything?
so basically it's we each spot each other. We're not close enough to identify who they are.
I got ahead of myself. They shouldn't have spotted you yet. The flash from that happens upon arrival from metaspace is literally the instant that you arrive in real space, and that's the point at which you'll be able to identify each other. But I have set the fiction that coming down out of metaspace, you get a very limited window to see what's in there. So you guys know that the ship is in the arrival zone. You can tell that it's about frigate sized. But that's about all you can actually make out about it until you reach real space. And I'm asking if there's anything that you want to do in the few minutes you have in metaspace before you reach real space.
Just ordering all hands to stations just in case, because we don't really know what we're going to see here.
Okay, that works.
Powering up the guns. Or whatever. Battle stations. Whatever you have to do.
Whatever. Oh, that is the wrong one. It's this one. Yep, that's it. All right. Crew race to their stations, and as soon as you pop into real space, you can quickly identify it as a Union destroyer. That sounds impressive, but this is Union. It is a frigate.
I mean, destroyer is a class of vehicle.
It's not a specific ship name in Stars Without Number, but it is a specific ship name in Darkstar, and destroyers are about equivalent to a heavy frigate. It's no match for you guys. It's just...
So it's like a instead of a cargo frigate, this is a war frigate.
Yes.
Okay.
It's gonna live up to its name when we fucking Union destroy it.
Also blipping onto your sensors as you arrive, there is a planet, a large space station, and a shipyard, a massive shipyard, orbiting this this immense black hole. Well, a supermassive black hole.
Uh-oh.
In that
Are
shipyard, as your sensors continue gathering data. Sorry, I did pause for a second there. Sorry. As your sensors continue gathering data, there is also a capital ship, fully powered up.
Capital idea.
I am done with my system narration now.
Can we take a capital ship?
We are a capital ship, aren't we?
You guys are a cruiser class.
No, is cruiser's not capital. Okay.
Nope.
I guess cruisers, capital ship is about what do you call it, a battleship?
Capital ships are battleships or carriers. Well,
yeah,
as far as
regardless, it's the next size up.
Mm-hmm. The destroyer is hailing you.
I mean, I assume we may as well answer, right, y'all? Or we just like, do the whole like thing where we walk in, see what's in here, and then walk right back out. I mean,
put our hat on. Yeah, put our hat on the thing.
Yeah.
See who's at the door. Turn around, put our hat back on, leave. Yeah, Nemesis, go ahead and talk to him.
Wait, why do I have to talk to him? I should just press the button and let Jai talk to them, right, Jai?
We may have lost Lulu.
Yeah, Lulu fell asleep. You have to talk to him.
No, I'm not. I'm actually not asleep.
Okay.
Wait,
I'm like on the border of it, but I'm still here.
You gotta admit, you did give us good reason to believe you might fall asleep.
Yeah, that is fair.
I woke up 52 minutes ago. I have an excuse too.
It's a very clever sleeping disguise.
Are you aware of what's going on, Lulu?
Barely.
There's a Union ship ailing you.
All right, it is a single Union ship?
A single Union ship. Frigate class.
But there's a capital ship also in the sector, or system.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Alright,
it's at the shipyard, though.
Oh, I guess you just said it's powered up. Maybe it's still...
Alright, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Could you back up a little? What system is this?
Temp 77. We're not alone.
There is a shipyard in this system?
There's a massive shipyard in this system, bigger even than the Nox.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Alright, let's hear it.
You open frequency with the Union ship, and a Russian-looking man stands there. I'm not going to try and do an accent today, but he says, Devil Dinosaur's smoking jacket. Turn and leave immediately.
Why?
You're not authorized to be here.
By who?
There's he looks at someone at the periphery of the screen. There's a little bit of light chuckling, the kind of nervous chuckling of people at battle stations preparing to commit to a fight they know they can't win. He looks back at the screen. This is Union space. It is restricted.
Really?
Yeah, well, we're gonna be
I look down at my official star map. I don't see you on here.
The audio cuts all of a sudden. Oh, the video cuts as well. The transmission cuts all of a sudden, and the ship begins pulling away from you.
Okay.
Not so fast.
So they didn't really feel that strongly about their convictions there, huh?
They did not.
Do we want out of character? Do we want to give chase and see? Well, there is something weird going on here because this is a big secret capital shipyard. That seems notable. Is there anything else in the system that we're seeing?
Well, there's a planet and not research station, what's it called? A space station. A space station. Orbiting the black hole.
Yeah, this seems pretty weird. This seems like something we should be investigating.
Stephen Armstrong, flip over to ghost mode. Give me a ghost scan. So dumb.
Yeah, no.
Really need a better name for that.
All right, battles. Let's just get people to battle stations. I want all weapons on that ship.
You have a much faster drive than it. If you want to engage it in combat, I'm not going to ask for any kind of chase rolls. We will just start combat.
Didn't we come out of hyperspace like basically on top of it?
Basically on top of it, yeah. That's another reason that I'm not asking for any chase rolls.
But it's fucking off. Is it like shooting at us, or is it just leaving?
It is just leaving.
Okay.
Is it fucking off in the direction of this shipyard?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it wasn't, radio waves go in all directions, so, you know. I feel like the shipyard's gonna know about us pretty quick.
Yeah. But they're running, that pisses me off. Also, we need to refuel. So, it's not like we can, not do this.
You do have 2 loads of fuel after fueling up in Corafali. 1 load of fuel remaining after having fueled up in Corafali. Yeah.
We did refuel in Corafali.
Well... Yeah.
That was a bit of...
Let's get some in-depth scans. We're faster than anything in this fucking place, and we can shoot anything that's not... or that is faster than us.
Oh, that is just hilarious. I'm just imagining it like the capital ship somehow manages to pull out a shipyard and try to give chase after us, and we just spend the next, 13-day cycle before it opens up again, just, staying slightly out of range and going neener.
Yeah. Just dropping mines out of the back airlock every once in a while, just keep them on their toes.
Yeah. What she gonna do about it? Nothing.
Isn't that what was happening with fucking Mother?
Kinda. Except they both ran... I think they ran out of fuel.
Yes. No.
God.
So, who wants to go take over a space station?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go.
I mean, let's at least go take a look at it.
Well, I mean, let's deal with the destroyer first. Because they're running.
Hit points do they even have?
Ooh, can we put up the pirate flag and tell them to,
Yeah. Fuck it.
so
Let's fly the Jolly Roger.
Hoist the flag. Or hoist the Jolly Roger.
Tell them to power down their weapons and eject themselves and then go and take a prize. Heck yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and somebody pull up the Raza sheet and click on the you repaired all the weapons. Click on your weapons a couple times. Only once on the hypercharge cannon though.
Why does it still say our spike drive is broken? We fixed it.
I actually don't. By click on it a couple times, do you want me to do anything particular with this, or what? Why are we clicking on it?
Nah, I'll add the attack bonuses. I just want to see basically the damage numbers. Go ahead and give me a couple phase charge cannons also.
Upwards of
Blam.
4, right?
Blam. Blam. One more?
Yep, one more.
Blam? Damn.
Nice. Okay.
I think all of those would probably hit if he actually had the attack bonuses.
Yeah, they would. And
I'm pretty sure the metaspatial hypercharge cannon just broke the spine of whatever ship we're shooting it at.
that did over half its hit points.
Yeah,
That's
there you go.
a pretty damn good roll for 4010.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the destroyer did not try to fight back. It was just trying to escape, and it explodes pretty spectacularly.
We repaired
part-
our hull at some point, right?
How did we go?
Oh no.
Yeah, we did. No, yeah, we did.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
gonna say, I'm
okay.
pretty sure we did.
We did.
We spent like a week in.
That's
what the
right.
hell's that name of
At
the
College
place?
Station, yeah.
Yeah.
So to clarify, if we did try to hail them again and just try to get them to surrender, they did not reply and tried to keep running.
Yeah, I thought we were trying to talk to them. I didn't realize we were going straight to shooting. But
Oh, I thought you were going
whatever.
straight to shooting. I may have misunderstood that. Well, we can
Yeah.
set those
Oh,
rolls as a.
I thought we were going straight to shooting.
We can set those rolls aside as
Mhm.
this is what we do immediately if they refuse to surrender immediately.
Yeah, and since I assumed that we were
They
rolling
refuse to
because
surrender immediately.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Now we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we're morally justified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Now
how this
we're
works,
just-
right?
We made a threat, and now
have-
we have to follow through on the threat.
Yeah, we're obligated.
I think emergency
But
drill
really, this-
activation is the only thing you guys haven't fixed.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I guess I should leave that open. Let's.
Where is the emergency drill activation in the actual things? Is that in mods?
It is. It's
Yeah.
ship mods.
One computing component, one metastasis component. Yeah, throw both of those in since fuck it.
Since you've
Yeah,
got
I mean,
them.
yeah, we had them forever. We could have fixed that at any point. I just didn't realize that.
I
thought the spike
did-
drive was the only thing.
Yeah, I did not realize I was still broken.
Okay, everything is fixed on the Raza. Only thing
Alright.
that is even missing is that infra drive.
Ugh, which is a big deal. Next campaign, though, that's next campaign's problem.
So you know that blowing up a ship will also register across the system.
Yep.
Man, I gotta think of a new name for the ship already.
It's fine.
It's like the actual comic. This name was short-lived.
It actually came back. Devil, Dinosaur, and Moon Girl came out in 2016.
Sweet.
So,
So
you
you
are
could be Moon Girl. Mm?
you are floating through space, through this massive, in the space of this massive black hole. You know that there's a planet orbiting it and a space station. I misspoke earlier. The space station is orbiting the planet, and a massive shipyard also in orbit around the planet.
But they are not the same thing. The space station is separate from the shipyard.
Yes, it is.
Okay. What do we hit for? What do we hit? What are we going for first?
Well, I thought we were going to the space station first to get like scans and find out what's going on there.
And by the way, Armstrong does report no ghosts.
Oh, well, that's pleasant.
Is the space station a greater threat though? Or not the space station, but the shipyard?
So did we just tell them that there was an unfortunate accident with the frigate?
I mean, no. Why would we tell them anything?
Well, I'm pretty sure they were aware that the frigate blew up, right?
Yeah. Like, I don't think we're being quiet about the fact that we're here to steal and rob and generally make a nuisance of ourselves.
Yeah, I don't think there's any hiding that we just blew them out of space.
Okay.
I think my personal view is that it's probably best to go to the shipyard first, if only because there is a major capital ship there, and leaving
Yeah.
that for later seems like a poor idea.
Yeah, I definitely think we should go disable it in some way.
Make
If
sure it's
nothing else.
disabled.
Yeah. Scan it
Like
enough to find out
ideally we'd take that for ourselves, but
Well,
Yeah.
as you're
If it,
talking about this, it seems like that's gonna be made even easier for you.
uh-huh.
The distance between yourselves and that capital ship is getting shorter at a greater rate than your single traveling velocity towards it.
Oh, I thought it was still in like the dock for the shipyard.
There's no way that you'd be able to tell that from this distance. You just know that there's a capital ship around the shipyard and that it is fully powered.
Okay.
but now it's moving towards us.
Now it's moving towards you.
Okay.
And
Cool.
there's no way to get like a scan on it from a distance greater than our weapon range.
There's not, and I also want to make clear the detail that if it is traveling with any ship smaller than Capital, you wouldn't know that they're there until you are both in the same region as well.
Really?
Yeah, the only things that you can see from this far away are capital size and larger ships, large space stations, and well, like planets and usually moons.
We wouldn't be able to pick up like the presence of smaller ships by looking at like the basically how people look at planets passing in front of distant stars to detect the presence of the planets.
You might be able to if you were to spend like you know, weeks or months, but
I feel
not
like I
in.
don't know how we distinguish that from a protuberance on a ship, though. I mean, a planet makes it. I guess a star makes a lot more. It's a lot clearer, I would think.
Also,
This would be the same signal against the background of the same type of signal.
per strict rules, no, you have to be in the same region of space to detect any ships. I'm the one that sets out capital ships and large space stations as okay, yeah, you can detect them.
Okay.
And anyways, I'm pretty certain we can detect them before they get into combat range.
Yes,
So,
yeah.
just because they have to be in the same region doesn't mean they're in the same combat range.
Yeah, same region. You're still 6 hours divided by your spike drive rating apart. So
All right. So
Got
so what are we doing then?
So we
The
get close enough to scan them and then fuck off.
All right.
If there's a lot of them, or shoot them if there's not.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure we could. If it's just the single capital ship, I'm reasonably certain our weapons let us punch above our weight class.
Okay.
Right.
Let's get closer and see what happens.
I don't know if that's the case or not. I never, But I'm pretty
Alright.
sure we can run away before we see, or after we see what they have, because they
Yep.
have spike drive sticks.
especially at your speed,
We are speed.
you are speed.
We can
Let-
utilize
let's,
speed force.
Let's still adjust it so we're skimming in, the edge of the range and see what happens.
Okay, so you want to approach obliquely instead of directly at them, giving yourself a little bit more of kind of a little bit more freedom if you decide that you don't want to engage them.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds easy enough for your pilot to do. Wow, seems so dangerous. And sets course.
Mr. Starcross, we are the danger.
He stops what he's doing for a second. Looks slowly over at Jai. Wow, that's like a tagline. You're
God,
so
I hate
good
this
at
guy.
this.
I hate this guy so much. It's so
That's
terrible.
why I'm captain. I assume.
Wow.
Actually, it was because I was the highest ranking member of the Raza team left after like everyone left. But ignore that for a moment.
I think it's because you had you had 0 lead. Nobody else had any lead.
Yes, that might have also been it. I think it was mostly just that Jai, like, Zoe was a 17-year-old and Jai was in fact considered a slightly higher ranking officer on board the Raza.
Look, I have
So-
I have 4 jobs already. It was time for Jai to pull his weight.
Okay. I would have been perfectly happy going through this campaign as the medical officer, but like the 2 people I reasonably expected to be leaders left after the first 2 sessions.
Yeah,
So
no, I get you. Yeah. Funny. You're like, I'm never leaving the medical bay. And then we're like, you're never going back to the medical bay.
This would have been a very different campaign with a different captain. It honestly would have.
Yeah.
And I don't say that as a bad thing. I think that's why why I'm so interested in running it again as a reset. At some other point, we'll do the next level here first. But like, even if it was the exact same players, we would have a different outcome. Oh, I'm sorry. The exact same players who stuck around, not those that left, because I don't want that same outcome.
Unless, of course, we, did our best to make sure I got the same outcome, just to spite you.
There would still be random things. The events that I roll, those news things, I randomly select a location in the sector for stuff to occur.
Yeah, we'll still do our best. we'll say like, oh, that event we have to. Just trying to keep it on the same causality would cause it to diverge. Damn.
I win. The first time in my life.
Anyway.
All right.
Anyway.
Tell us what's going on with the big space boat.
You both are approaching each other quickly, although you're approaching at an angle, so it's a little bit less quick. But only 3.5 hours of crossing the gulf, the vast empty space around this black hole, and the capital ship comes into better view. You still have to be combat range to actually do any of the scanning, so you can't, do more than just find out what their ID is, their whatever they're broadcasting. Well, sorry, they're whatever they're broadcasting, you automatically know. But the other things that come with that, it's the ships that aren't broadcasting that slowly come into view, slightly behind the capital ship, that give you perhaps a little bit more pause. Accompanying the capital ship are 4 more of those destroyers, the heavy frigate template or heavy frigate base that you just destroyed, and 3 fire ships, which are on a cruiser template base.
Okay.
When you say fire ships, do you mean in the traditional nautical sense of a boat with a bunch of dynamite strapped to it?
That's what I thought.
I did not know that was a thing, so no, I just gave it a cool name.
Yeah,
that would be really weird. But that would really be weird to make one as large as a cruiser.
So yeah, the original fire ships are basically a super cheap ship you build with the explicit intent of either setting it on fire and sending it into the enemy fleet or blowing it up in the middle of the enemy fleet.
Okay.
To destroy them.
It's like the original kamikaze, basically.
Yeah.
That sounds more like a Spectre Star Technologies tactic in Union.
Now, so sorry. What do you mean by fire ships then?
I am going to have you roll for that. So.
What? No.
I mean,
I don't think
you know what a thing is.
No wouldn't necessarily give you anything on this.
A gratuitous amount of weapons.
What other skills do you have that you think would apply to knowing what different factional ships are?
Look, I've had to pilot through all kinds of space, so I've seen a lot of ships with my piloting. And if that doesn't do it for you, I've studied a lot of ships. I've seen a lot. I've had to trade off of these ships. No. Okay.
You've made friends with people that have ships, so you can act.
No, pilot works.
I've connected with people. Oh, okay.
No, you can't connect. I'm sorry.
Kablam.
He didn't say no to anything else though.
Yeah, well, I didn't hear him say. I get a roll 3d6 for this, right? Because it's a trade roll.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
But that
I rolled a
is
9.
still good.
Okay.
Here you go. There are some ship stats for Union destroyers and fire ships. You can't get any stats for the capital ship because nobody knows that Union has a capital ship design. Well, I shouldn't say nobody.
Right.
Somebody might.
We know now.
You know now.
Mhm. And how many of each of these ships are there?
There's 4 destroyers and 3 fire ships.
Yeah,
Every
I don't think we can reliably handle that many ships, sadly.
Yeah, no, we definitely can't. But we can reliably
Can we-
outrun them.
Yeah, can we drag them out away from the shuttle and then like turn around them?
Away from the shipyard, you mean?
Yeah, sorry, the shipyard. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Can we drag them away from the shipyard and then really turn on the juice and go around them to get back to the shipyard before they can get back?
You can certainly try that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean,
Let's give it a go.
Here's a question: do regular stations tend to have defenses, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
probably?
Yeah. But we just need to get into the same region to fucking scan it. So
Oh, true. Yeah, I guess we're
sh-
just trying to get information here, huh?
yeah.
a full shipyard, a shipyard designated as such. It really depends on how it's built. If it's really fully kitted out to make these construction things, it might be fairly lightly armed.
But
Just
this
because
is
there's not
Union.
as well.
Like they're gonna take out dining rooms to put in more guns. They're gonna take out like any space that is not immediately useful for the building of ships is gonna have guns in it.
That while that's kind of true, it's really a matter of like what they can do with
Yeah,
the
alright.
space they have. Because it's
Fair
it's
enough.
not like it's a proper defense platform. It is a shipyard. There's only so much space to put in guns that you aren't already using for construction material that you need if you want to build ships in any reasonable amount of time. Like you'll put in a couple anti-air platforms, sure, but again, there's only so much you can do. Anyway, I think the plan is a good one of like trying to lead them around and lead them out and get them away, and then using our superior speed to like circle around them and get back to the shipyard.
Okay.
So, I say we go with that. I agree.
Let's go ahead and get some skill checks on that real quick. I want to call for a lead, but I just don't feel like it's necessary.
Yeah.
Do we? Yeah. Is it hard to convince people to not go into battle? I mean,
It's harder to convince your pilot, I think, to go straight towards the shipyard. Well, not straight towards.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
that's more the difficulty.
That's why you just take over the controls, Zoe. I don't think.
Why did we hire this guy then?
Because he's really good at jumping or the spectrals.
Yeah.
We didn't actually hire him to pilot the ship in combat, right?
Here's I mean we kind of did. But
yeah.
here's my suggestion, Dex. If you want a lead role for some reason, I could try leading to system on this check. Just by like giving him an idea of what, like trying to explain the plan to him, and then like encouraging him to use his skill to pull it off, so we can get back around and get on the
I'd let.
shipyard.
Yeah, I think that's fair. It doesn't necessarily have to be a lead, but if somebody wants to assist Mr. Starcross with any aspect of it, whether it be his morale or the logistics, then
Yeah.
I'll give it a try with with lead.
So basically, what we're doing
Terrible.
is we want to go the same speed as them so we stay in the region with them, all the way out to the jump point, basically. So, and then at that point, kick in the afterburners and leave them in the dust,
Okay.
so that they'll be as far away as possible from the.
Yeah.
We don't have to go to a specific jump point to leave, right?
No, you don't. But I'll also tell
We
you
just
that
have
they're
to
not following you all
arrive.
the way to a jump point. So
Okay.
it's a good plan, but it's going to get interrupted.
Right. Well, whenever they stop following us, that's when we know.
The difficulty you're trying to reach is an 8, so 7 isn't going to do it. Do you want to re-roll, or is somebody else going to try?
I want to get our PR person on a taunt video of how much Union sucks and could never man up enough to chase us, like, because, they would lose.
Okay, and then you're going
we're
to
gonna
send
broadcast
that to Union? Broadcast it?
Yeah, we're gonna broadcast it to all these people.
Okay.
Mind games.
Bring up Lisa's sheet and give her a roll.
Hey Lisa, I need some quick and dirty fucking anti-union shit.
She's got a bunch of
It's
stock
just,
footage and some voiceover AI that she can use.
This is just her skill, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Blam. Blam. Blam.
Wow.
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 This is especially insulting.
All right.
She's like, oh yeah, shit, I had to think for this the whole time.
My time to shine is here.
Special
Fuck you,
effects,
Union!
high production value.
All right, let's get that last roll from Starcross then. And again, no sheet, just give me a d6, 2d6 plus 4.
Oh, yeah, I guess I can do it. I was like, what are we waiting for? 12 again.
Okay, perfect. That is sufficient distraction and other appeals to loop around your pursuers and hit the gas. Head straight back to that shipyard.
Mume.
You do outpace them as you're approaching the shipyard, and so it only takes you a few more hours to get back into range. At which point you see, I guess I
Massive
can't
death fleet.
say a lot of ships. I actually should give you a number. Your characters have a number. I don't, but it is in the vicinity of 100 Union ships. All warships, all not a specific type of warship, but all ships built for war. Union has a war fleet.
Currently flying or in the dock?
80% of it looks complete.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a problem for the
Like
sector
powered
as
up
a
and
whole.
coming to chase us, or
No, they're not powered up. Their drives are not powered up. So
Okay.
it would take them
Right.
a couple of hours to I guess they've had several hours. Whoops, I forgot about how time works.
Well, have they powered up to try to chase us?
There is a group of about 15, 16 ships that have, yes.
I mean, yeah, surely they had, probably didn't like power up the whole fleet because of one ship. It's like, what?
No.
So what? I mean, you've already got what? They said 8 ships after us
Yeah.
already. It's like, I wouldn't think they'd expect to need the whole fleet.
They
right.
basically powered up 2 more fleets of 8 ships each.
Yeah.
And are ready for you, waiting for you.
So here's my question. Is there a way for us to rely on our superior skill and daring to just blast right through them and stage a daring attack run on this space station, or is there like no chance of that and we absolutely need to just break this off and go?
Do we see an exhaust port that the Marauder could fit in?
Yeah.
No, this is literally going to be my question. Can we scan them, and can we ask the question, what is the space station's weakness?
You cannot do
Armstrong.
either.
Do it.
And
This is the only time I've literally wanted to ask one of the very specific questions we're allowed to ask.
if you want to strafe into combat range so that you can try and get some idea of the full capability of this shipyard.
How many Bothans are we willing to pay for this?
All of them. Fuck the Bothans.
You would definitely take some fire. The shipyard has obvious weaponry. It is Union, as Xander pointed out.
Yeah.
But we can't scan it now that we're in range. We're in the same region, is it?
No.
We can't.
You have to be in combat range to scan things more specifically.
What? Are we in combat range with the planets we scan?
No, planets are different. Planets give you a little bit more range.
I should hope so.
I mean, considering the scale of the weapons that have to be to shoot out of the atmosphere.
Yeah, you have to be in orbit around a planet to do any meaningful scans of it, which, I mean, you could consider that combat range, I guess.
It's just,
But to answer your question, Lulu, no, there's no way that you could guarantee an unscathed escape if you tried to make any attack runs or get close enough to scan anything.
All right, so we can't approach safely, and we don't have the skill to approach safely, I think.
Time to leave.
If that's correct. So yeah, we just need to break it off.
Okay. Do you guys mind taking an early break today? So I can
just see if your special guest is here.
Yes. Yeah.
And also, my cats would really like an early early dinner. Apparently.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay,
that's totally fine.
If we're taking an early break, I'll get my cats an early dinner.
Yeah, sure. Let's do the early break.
Okay. All right. We'll be back in about 10-15 minutes. How's that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cats.
I'm gonna bring us back into frame here because it sounds like we're back.
Yep.
And so what do you want to do?
Don't believe there's anything we can do here.
Yeah. Take an inventory of everything we can see on the way out, and then leave.
All right. This time, the fleet that's been chasing you does chase you all the way to the edge. Now that you have been close enough to identify just how much and all of everything that's there, even if not in detail, they apparently want to destroy you now.
That's weird. I can't imagine why they don't want this getting out.
Doesn't everybody have a secret space fleet?
It's like, guys, it's fine. Everyone has a secret fleet.
Everyone has a secret space fleet, but once you have a space fleet, you're in trouble. And once you tell people it's not a secret.
Well, I mean, they've already... Look, if you tell more than 2 people, it's not a secret anymore, and there are more than 2 people on those ships, so it's not a secret.
And it's fine. We're just going to make sure everyone knows, so they don't have to worry about keeping the secret anymore.
So, here's a question: is there a time window we have to get out of here? Like, to get here?
Mm-hmm.
Are we still within that window, or are we gonna be like running? I would say, or are we gonna be running around in circles for months?
No, you still got probably about half a day within that window.
Yeah, let's bounce.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
get out of here.
All right.
Because it would really be awkward to be stuck here.
It would be a bit awkward. You take the Raza back to Orifali, and
Yeah, I immediately flip on the comms, send and
Elastic
send
mentate.
the comms, contact the nearest. Wait, no, fuck. Let's just head to the gas station first.
Refueling station. Come on.
Refuel quick, and then start leaving the system. And as we're leaving the system, flip on the comms and broadcast everything we just learned to the local mandate, and
Should we-
just leave them.
Do we just run around? Do we just run around like a little tattletale?
Yeah.
Snitches get stitches.
I feel like we should run this through our PR person.
Yeah, I feel like we should think about it. I don't.
Well, we've got a little bit at the refueling station, so let's run it by our PR person first.
okay. So you
Was this
call
only?
Lisa to the bridge as Mr. Starcross is approaching the station, and certainly get into that discussion and talk about it while you're there. You have reached the station.
I'm almost
To be clear,
also wondering.
We're on empty, right?
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's been 2 weeks since we've been here?
Yeah, 1 week. 2 weeks. Nope, you're right. A little bit less than 2 weeks, but yeah, basically.
So we could tell them we've been to Haystro and back.
Uh-huh.
Is
Okay.
there literally any reason to keep it a secret?
We could get money by
blackmail,
selling.
but-
Yeah, we could get money from selling that information to people, I guess. Is there any reason to tell anyone?
If Union is planning to invade and actually militarily seize systems, then they'd gain a lot by being able to prepare and maybe strike at them before they do that.
Yeah, I mean,
But
okay. Yeah, we might get
I don't
everybody to.
But it's like, here's the thing though: it's not the Union is not like the big bad threat overall. I mean,
Yeah,
really
alright.
care?
I mean,
I
like,
think it's something worth mulling over.
If anything, I'd like to blackmail Union into letting us borrow their fleet when we go fight the fucking black ships.
all right. I don't care that much.
And while you're discussing this, you guys are getting a hail from the station.
Fine. What is it?
Ring ring meatbags, can you hear me now?
I knew it.
Everybody's favorite AI? Question mark.
That's a little rude. Like, I don't think you can just ask somebody if they're an AI.
I didn't. I implied it.
I thought we
Totally
agreed. I thought we agreed David was our favorite.
Shut up.
All right, one, how are you contacting us? And two, why are you contacting us?
So, the way I'm contacting you, I guess, isn't really much of a concern. It's really the fact that I have, because you contacted something that's really interesting to me. I mean, us. I mean, I don't know. Listen, if David's your favorite, David would like to know too. I don't care. But I do know that some emails have showed up that there's no possible way they could have been sent unless you had contact with ABNN.
Oh yeah, now that
yeah,
makes sense.
that's what this is about.
We need to
That
we need to
does,
turn off the dang mail server. It's giving us away every time.
Well, don't we have Kali on board somehow in some way?
Yes. But I mean, come on, it's the mail server.
You guys also took ABNN, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, did we?
did.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I forgot we took both of them.
Oh.
Just collecting AIs.
It
Amazing.
is possible that we have had contact with ABNN.
Listen, I know where you are. I know your
Yeah.
ship.
Mm-hmm.
You need oxygen. You're also a meat bag that's only going to be here for like another 20 or 30 years. I'll be here long after. So quit yanking my chain if you don't mind, and just tell me what you were doing in Artemis.
Check the map to make sure I know we're talking about the same
Top
place. Yeah. Okay.
It's the same
That
place.
was a place with Mother and the
Yes.
but
Mother was there.
not the place that's fallen into the black hole or whatever.
Right.
Correct.
Or fallen into metaspace. Okay.
We disabled condensers. That's one thing we did.
We met a very nice lady and her kids.
So
children.
that doesn't really explain why we were there, though, and the simplest explanation as to why we were there,
Curiosity.
well, mostly curiosity, to be totally
Perfectly
frank.
honest. Yeah.
And partially just because Union wanted to go there, so we decided to not let them.
Oh yeah. We've really been
also-
an anti-union kick a lot lately.
Look,
They're
they've
bad.
been there the most often, I suppose.
Let's see. Didn't we also go there for information on? Didn't we think that there was?
No,
No, I don't
For some
know
other
those.
reason we went there.
we
I think
had
it was almost
absolutely.
entirely curiosity. I don't think we knew what was
okay.
there. We knew Union was going there.
We mostly went there.
Did you
Sorry.
did you say you shut down condensers?
Yes.
Yeah, I said
yeah.
that. Yes.
I'm pretty sure we shut down all of them in the
Yes.
system.
Well, we shut
All
down
the-
the ones
all
on
the ones-
on Mother. Ship.
Yeah, we shut down all the ones we could find. I guess we didn't really search the planets. And that's metaspace condensers, just to be clear.
No,
Infraspace?
it is
No,
it is infraworld condensers.
Infra.
Yeah. Not just we didn't just shut down the central heating. Just to be clear.
Got it.
Uh-huh. Is this I'm still a little concerned as to why you've chosen to contact us over this.
Well, I don't care too much, but we were curious to know if there were any old correspondence or sources that we had known.
Old correspondence.
I mean, we literally.
Kali? Can we get Kali on the line or AB in
No,
it?
I don't think Kali.
Wait, you freaking talked to Kali?
Yeah, she's in a
Yeah.
box around here somewhere.
No, she's not in a box. I gave her a camera and a TV. She's on a
What
server, like a normal AI.
The heck
Come on.
are you sickos doing?
That's a great
guess
question.
I guess if you think of them like people, it is probably morally questionable, huh?
No, wait. We gave her access to the guns. Like, we're not being mean
Did
to this
we?
person.
Actually, yeah.
Hold
Was it
on, that's news
Wait.
to me.
Wait, was it Kali or the other one that? Oh God, I can't remember names.
No,
Which one was the one that
Kali
we-
was the Kali was the military one.
Yeah, that's
ABNN
the one
was
we-
the general AI. I did not
Okay.
know we gave Kali access to the guns.
Yeah. Who do you think's been shooting so well for us?
She does have
Wow,
nice
you
bonuses
guys
to shooting.
are in fact idiots.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, yes,
Apparently.
mostly. Yeah, we agree with you most of the time.
I mean, I already
We are
knew
no,
that since
we
you're
are known to make
flying a
bad
ship
decisions.
called Devil Dinosaur Smoking Jacket, which kind of gives away your IQ points.
Uh-huh. That sounds about right.
I'll have you know. The dude
It
is
also gives
high.
away our extremely good taste, I think.
Hmm. Oh
I
yeah,
honestly,
I mean,
I
I've been
don't
able
know
to
what it's
figure that
referencing.
out by following you guys around all the system.
Mm-hmm.
Great taste in rebelliousness, and general tomfoolery.
I mean, wow.
But
When you
back
sum it up like
to
that, yeah.
Back
back
to the point at
to
hand.
why I bothered you and why I'm calling, and hopefully not to waste my time. How is ABNN doing? And is it still on task?
No.
Real
And
talk, I don't
fine.
think I was here. I don't think I was here for that
I
session,
did.
so I can't
Yeah,
answer.
ABNN's task was containing the little condenser research projects, if I remember correctly.
yes.
Kali was the containment when things went wrong. ABNN was the basically data organization.
So I'm kind of confused what ABNN being on task is, how that's relevant. I'm confused as to the relevancy of ABNN's task,
I thought
considering
ABNN wasn't online when we got there, so it
was it
already wasn't on
because
task, was it?
Kali took because Kali had taken over. But we brought ABNN back online, and I guess apparently we have ABNN on board now.
I don't think you guys ever brought ABNN back online. You just kind of pulled the code and left them just asleep.
Dormant.
So
This
So
isn't a
no.
question I can answer.
But there's a question. Is it a question we should answer?
So
I mean, we haven't been very good at
Okay.
lying so far.
We didn't.
So,
Yeah. Well, we didn't really understand ABNN's task very well either.
So we have, just to be clear, we have a copy of ABNN, or we have ABNN. Dex, answer my question.
You have. Well, it depends. Do you think you would have taken all of the actual server hardware? Or would you have just.
I would have.
Yeah, go ahead.
Whatever. Yeah, I feel like we would have taken whatever we needed to bring the AI with us.
Yeah, all you
And
needed was the code.
Yeah, if all we just needed to do was copy it, then I think all we have is a copy.
That would definitely be easier than trying to take all of the hardware and figure out how to make it work with your systems. And also, you can take that hardware apart for spare parts.
Right, but we didn't. We just left it there.
Yeah, I think that was maybe more of a time constraint. So it sounds like you do have a copy of ABNN.
Okay, so as far as we know, still on task. We do have a copy of it, though.
Yes.
Would that be
You have
interesting to you?
copy.
Well, sorry, I answered too quickly. You have a copy of it. Probably not still on task because Kali took over, and also there are no further researchers uh, on Mojave 7 for it to be collating their data.
Okay, then let me rephrase. It's still doing whatever it was doing when we got there, which might have been nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know what on task means.
Like as I said, we had a very poor understanding what ABNN's task was.
Okay. Here's another attempt at making this more crystal clear. What happened to ABNN? What happened in Artemis? How did we get disconnected from them?
Oh, this I can explain. So you see, there was I believe, a potential infraworld incursion. Is that correct, Dex? In one of the local space stations, triggering Kali's program. I believe she went a bit further than was intended by the staff of the station, which, of course, triggered her defense protocols, causing her to kill everyone on board and maintain control of the station with ABNN offline for a period of
There was a time.
many centuries.
900.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Something like that. A long time.
976 to be exact.
Yes, that is correct. Does that explain it?
Yeah. Clear enough.
Great.
Sure, you can extrapolate from there.
I mean,
Are
Kali's
you-
offline now, so we could go back and just boot up ABNN again if you really want.
So ABNN is no longer on task.
That is correct.
Yes.
Elizabeth will find out
About Kali, are you planning on keeping her in your little box on your dumb ship?
I mean, she's our employee, just like
She's-
any employee. She can leave whenever she wants.
She's really good at blowing stuff up, though.
She is really good at blowing stuff up. Though.
I did not know we actually attached her to the guns.
Yeah. We hired her, and she basically said, "I'll only come with you if you let me be your security officer." And I was like, "Shit, yeah, we'll plug you into the guns, no problem.
Okay.
As long as you don't
Yeah,
shoot them at
you
things
know-
that we don't tell you to."
You know,
To be
I
fair, this is
Sorry.
probably like a dream come true for Kali. So
Yeah. I think she has substantially fewer and less powerful guns than she did on her station. She also gets to move around a little, so I don't know.
like walking a pet.
Yeah, almost exactly.
Who's the pet here?
It's Kali.
Come on. I feel like we all know who the pet here is. Come on. It's us.
Is it?
We're the
Yeah.
pets.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sure.
Well,
I just
you've
really
done
hope.
a lot of
Go on.
you've accomplished quite a bit for some meddlesome meat bags. So, what else have you done? Have you made any progress on obtaining your infradrive?
That's a sore
Yes.
We've
Kind
got
of?
we've got a lead, but I'm afraid we still do not have it on hand.
So awkward thing. We were really under the impression that it was in what was it, Ibalasa Urt?
Mhm.
From the last time we spoke with you, actually.
I see.
Yeah.
Apparently there was a misunderstanding about the
Yes.
information
Mhm.
you gave us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look,
I'm seeing a
I don't wanna-
pattern.
Yeah, I don't want to cast blame, but you know,
I want to.
kind of your.
Well, with that infradrive, ABNN would be able to communicate across the sector instantly. Meaning you losers could get really important information a lot faster, and maybe this misunderstanding wouldn't have happened.
While that is true, I will also point out that if I had wings, I could fly, and if I had gills, I could breathe underwater like a
Oh
fish.
my gosh, that's so interesting because I'm a biological nerd. This has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
It has everything to do with what we are talking about. Neither of these things are true, and nor is our possession of the infradrive. We don't have it. Well, we have a lead
something,
for
what
it. We can't collect it at the moment because we have other immediate tasks to deal with.
But hey, we're getting around a lot faster now.
Yeah, and you have a nifty AI to blow things up for you.
Hooray.
I think I'm done. I'm really tired of you meatbags. I wish you the best in doing whatever the heck you want and not helping to accomplish things that would actually help other dumb humans.
Thanks.
So, until next
I mean,
time,
We're
stop
helping.
talking to me. Oh my gosh.
stopping the Vega
Hi.
will help you too, probably.
Oh, forget it. Let her take her mechanical aspirin.
Wait,
Wait,
are AI even
she called
able?
us.
Is an AI even capable of comprehending the threat of the Vega? I mean, if they don't really understand, they can't go. Wait, how does the AI take advantage?
Oh my
turning
gosh,
my head.
stop
I'm
talking
thinking.
to me. Bye.
Bye. Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
So that's
yes,
got
because
philosophical questions. I mean, because they can't
if you
perceive
remove
in the
all the
Infoverse, right?
well, no, but if you remove all the carbon from a server rack, the server stops working.
Okay, I mean, I guess they can comprehend the threat, but like they can't. Like, can they even operate in the Infoverse?
No, we don't know. We don't know how AIs work. Come on.
I'm not convinced it matters. We do want to get the infodrive at some point, but our
Well,
position is
Isn't that what
such that it's. I don't know what
wasn't
we're
that what
doing
we were doing
anymore.
next? I thought we were going to Audrima next.
We are.
Okay, isn't that where the infodrive lead
I
was?
think
No.
no, no, it's in Toll
Oh
Lamps.
my god. Oh
No.
my god.
No again.
I don't understand. I've played too many MMOs at a formative age. I need a little to-do list off to the left to tell me what to do next. So I can remember what the hell I was doing. So, did she actually tell us anything that was going to help somebody, or did?
No, she just wanted information from us, basically, right? And I guess was
Okay.
trying to suggest that we do the info. Well, I think Dexter, like out of character, we are kind of discussing info drive will probably just be something that'll be like in the next level, like a next level mission. Okay.
But
Maybe
Janet is
suggest
still saying, "Hey, go. You guys should go get this." That's what she was saying.
reinforce that, and I guess, like I said, did we leave ABNN running?
You did not.
We did not. We copied it and we left it exactly as we found it.
Yeah.
Which is
Other
okay.
than copying it.
So I don't know. Should we? I guess just maybe ask us, hey, can you go on site and boot the server up?
Yeah, no, I asked that. I don't know if it got lost in the whatchamacallit.
Yeah, was that a request for remote hands?
Wait, what? I think
Remote
I missed
hands.
something here.
Was she asking us to go and boot it back up, or was she just asking us if we did boot it up?
No, she wasn't asking us anything about that. I thought we did. I thought it did boot up because it was booting up automatically.
No, you guys had some options of either having Callie shut everything down, including herself, for the transfer, or letting ABNN boot back up and basically reclaim control of the station. And you guys were a little bit skittish about letting any new AI that doesn't know you yet, except what Callie can leave in a notepad.txt. And so you didn't have the new AI brought back online. Basically, that station is just sitting out there, powered down completely.
All right.
And now probably crawling with Union, whatever survived.
Yeah, I thought we agreed to just blow it up if we were going to just abandon it without anyone there.
I don't remember.
I don't recall that conversation.
Yeah. I don't remember.
Oh well, I don't care at this point. What's next?
Audrima, I think is where we wanted to go next. But at this point, I don't recall what we were doing next.
I think I said I wanted to do it, and then I at some point, but then Dex said he wanted to make it the end game thing. I don't know.
Yeah, which is now.
Yeah, this is the last session.
Okay, let's do it. Let's go there.
Now, to throw a little more nuance in there, you could have gone to Audrima at any point and it wouldn't ended the game, but it's something that it sounded to me like you were kind of disappointedly saying, oh, well, I guess we won't get to Audrima, and I was like, oh, you are totally getting your Team 77-7 and your Audrima before I end this campaign.
Oh man, I was.
Well, it's more that it seems like everything was pushing us to everywhere other than Audrima. So
I think that's just because we kept finding new leads and like squirrels, we kept chasing new leads.
It was more that new leads kept popping up, and we only had like a week to deal with them, so we had to go deal with them first.
Well, they weren't really that pressing, but they were like, oh, well, I guess there's benefits to doing it now versus
the
later.
Artemis thing that was super pressing. We had to go there immediately.
Well, we could have let Union go there first, and we would have just found a lot of their ships blown up by Kali probably, and things would have been different. But not strictly.
I
wouldn't have
want to
known
argue
that.
with that.
It would have gone differently for sure.
Yeah, I think that's the takeaway. Is there was a pressing, a time-sensitive matter over there that you guys decided to address, but you didn't have to.
Yeah, there was a reason, but not an absolute requirement. But anyways,
so
Audrima, we're going to Audrima.
Yes, it sounds like we're going to Audrima. I don't even remember what Jai wanted here. All I know is Jai is interested in Audrima. That's all I've ever known about Audrima.
I'm subtracting 1,000 credits to pay for our fuel.
Okay. Sounds good. I saw somebody calculating it's only 5 hexes to Audrima.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and let Starcross make one more roll. Xander, if you wouldn't mind.
Kablamo.
We can get to almost every system.
That is not going to do it.
That is a terrible roll. Holy shit.
That is. Roll me a 3d6.
Alright.
Lost in space.
Something breaks?
Nope, that is just ship off course. Make another pilot check. So go ahead and roll them again.
I'm sure Jacques got scared of something.
That's much better.
11?
Yep.
He's very easy to spook.
Jacques was very concerned about the strafe you guys were discussing. And
the what?
The strafe in the shipyard.
Oh, okay.
Come on, Jacques. That was like days ago. I guess that was 3 or 4 days ago at this point.
There were like 100 ships there.
It wasn't a serious option. We were just, you got to keep all options in mind.
Yeah.
That one's crazy. He would have done it. Pointing vaguely in Jai's direction.
That's actually true.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Look,
we do have to be careful with what we suggest around them.
There are if Dex had said there was a chance for me to do that without just getting blown up, I would have immediately done that because that is absolutely the sort of action I love to take in games. But here we are.
Not having done that.
Not having done that, yes. I presented it as a bad enough idea that Lulu actually decided not to. You know what? I'm going to pat myself on the back for that one.
If you want to.
I found the point of restraint for Lulu.
Yeah, it's fine. In 4 hours, in like 5 hours after I take a nap, I'm going to go play an L5R game where I just go up to things and punch them. Because I am pure void and pure void and fire, and that means I just act without thinking ever.
Okay.
And it is amazing.
My job.
So before we get to Audrima, real quick, I do want to address the union in the room. Do you report? Do you decide to report that?
Apparently, so he wants to blackmail someone over that.
Okay.
And I guess.
So you're holding on to that.
I guess.
Okay.
I mean, we run it by. I think like I said, we want to run it by the PR person, see what they. The best way to exploit that is. Maybe it is best just to go ahead and release it, but.
So Lisa's take is a little bit different from the directions any of you seem to be following, and she asks, okay, but if you release this, then what is Union's next move with apparently hundreds of ships, or at least 100 ships?
Right.
And the
While they're
only
secret,
capital ship in the system.
they have to.
That reminds
While
me of
they're
my other
secret.
thing. Are we
So
able
she's-
to keep them pinned in there?
Hang on, let me get Xander
Yeah,
first.
So what she's saying is, if we tell people, they're gonna be like, well, there's no reason to keep a secret anymore, and just fucking invade.
Yeah, there's already been a shift in Union's stance on things due to having lost those fleets and the events on Astos. They've already kind of turned more aggressive.
I think
Right.
my view on that is that if we consider Union a threat, that is the best possible outcome for them to attack immediately, because it'll mean they don't have time to build like 8 more of those fucking fleets.
How long
Also, there's only
until
one.
the Dreadnought gets built?
There's only one real point that they could enter from, and so this lets what is it, Mercury Corp? What's it?
Galactic
Whoever
Mandate.
was Galactic Mandate. It lets them fucking settle defense right there. So if they try and jump in, they just get blasted by army.
Right. So my view there is like, if her thing is
Hold on, Xander.
like us releasing it, and if we release it, we should be concerned about what Union's actions are. Again, if Union is to be considered a threat, them attacking now is the best possible thing they could do.
All right, there's been 2 hanging comments that I want to get to before we move on. Xander and then Meowkin.
What? You answered mine.
No, I thought you were trying to interject something else.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, so Jai, I think what she's saying is don't broadcast it, but we could definitely tell Galactic Mandate in this system. Right? Like we could just send them the logs in an email and then like fuck off. We don't have to broadcast it to everybody though.
Yep, she actually thinks that that's a better solution. And then Meowkin asked, and it got kind of lost over.
Yeah.
Can you seal this? You think that because of the cyclical nature of this metaspace tunnel, essentially, that whatever damage you could do to it now would probably just unfold and be reset through this cycle that it goes through.
It turns itself off and on again.
It turns itself off and on again.
Well, I was curious about like essentially just preventing them from getting reports out that they've been had, basically.
Okay.
Like the only way they can get is through it because like if it's narrowed down like this, if they can't get news out that hey the jig is up, that helps immensely, right? I just don't know whether that's feasible or not, or if they could just like say go to stat.
That would kind of follow along with Xander's thought of informing Galactic Mandate of this threat, because you're right. The only known way to get from Tiamat 77-7 out to the larger sector is by going from there to Korafali.
So presumably, if we inform Galactic Mandate in this sector, they'd have the resources to keep any news pinned up in TMT 77-7.
Presumably, they wouldn't be able to if Union brought over that entire fleet. There's nothing in the sector.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, but it would still be enough to like if there's like some sort of messenger drone or something like that, they could prevent that from getting out. In case in the event that they're trying to reach out to like Union leadership for hey, what do we do now?
Yeah, and they would also likely turn off the various email servers in the system just to double ensure that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that's something that would be a good security measure to maybe at least delay Union taking action, such that a response can be prepared.
Is that what you guys end up doing?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Okay.
I don't hear anyone complaining or screaming now.
Well, it's because Lulu fell asleep again.
Yeah. Well, it is
we
also
keep
unhealthy to go a silence assumes consent, because that's very bad.
I think if we keep making fun of him, he is just gonna go fall asleep. He's gonna be like, you know what, screw this. I'm gonna go take a nap.
All right, Lisa. In the time that it takes, well, actually, you don't need to spend any time to jump right out. Lisa will prepare something, a real quick burst to Galactic Mandate with the basic information, and then on your journey to Audrima, will prepare something more meaty for them to actually sit and chew on.
Yeah, just something so the local forces know, hey, keep an eye on this area.
And we keep forgetting, did you guys want to actually do any kind of scene about informing your crew, or is that just kind of something you want to have happened?
I guess, unless we're going to deal with the mutiny, I'm fine with it just being something that happened.
No, your crew's fairly loyal to you.
I think we have settled on, hey, we will be fighting this threat.
Okay.
Right?
Yes, you have, because that's the next campaign I'm planning.
Yeah. Okay, it'd be really awkward to change that now. Gotcha.
There are the expected responses of, oh gosh, I need to go see my mother. I need to go, this and that. But pretty much everyone is on board for the long haul. You are probably going to lose some people who just feel like this might be the end of days and they want to spend that with family. Now, if Lulu would so kindly wake up, you guys arrive in Audrima.
We never found the spy.
What spy?
One of our guys was the spy.
For who?
Unless we did, but just a long time. I think it was Pratt. I think Pratt was a spy.
No, I like it. I know it was implied Pratt was a spy. Did we have any reason ever to think there was a spy?
No, it never came to anything.
No.
Right, so yeah, I don't. Okay.
Pratt is either so bumbling that nobody would believe it, or he's so competent that he has covered his trail perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or we're just not very. We have no reason to look for one, so.
Yeah.
I mean.
All right, there's a middle
Either way,
ground
that's
there.
one hell of a thread.
And don't worry, that definitely won't come up in the next campaign.
No, I'm actually I'm legitimately saying it's entirely irrelevant and it won't come up in the next campaign.
Audrima is it seems like just a typical star and planet. The fact that it is only one planet is a little bit unusual. And just from very quick, simple observations right off the bat, that planet has a very fast orbital period, spinning around the sun in only 28 days.
Wow.
But aside from that, there's aside from that and the broadcast telling you that the space is controlled by Audrima, you are not welcome. In 24 hours, you will be boarded, your worthwhile goods confiscated, and your fuel tanks filled if you still live. That's just on loop from the planet.
Yeah, we're ignoring that. Let's fly straight to the planet.
Yeah, of course. I mean, what else would anyone expect? As you fly,
some degree of caution.
Yeah, fuck that. We're at the end of the campaign. I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Are you still? You can be Moon Girl.
I don't know what we are at this point.
We are the Devil Dinosaur Smoking Jacket.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
you changed that after.
No, we discussed it as the next option now.
Okay. Well, then you are hailed on your approach to the planet. You haven't quite reached orbit yet, and asked to open a line of communication.
Yeah, let's. I'm mildly surprised by this, but let's turn it on and see what we hear.
Now, on the other side of it, you see a. Let me roll here so I don't get accused of. Is it sexism or favoritism or sex favoritism? Whatever.
I think it's entirely irrelevant, Dexter.
1 to 3 is female. All right. You are greeted by a man with longish hair and a kind of relaxed look about him. And speaks in
Tongues.
Speaks in Spacer.
Good thing I can understand that, thanks to the little man in my head.
Turn around, devil dinosaur smoking jackets. Audrima does not wish to destroy you.
The system?
In that case, let us land and look around.
No.
So, Audrima is the name of the system, right?
Audrima is everything.
Oh boy.
I am Audrima.
Oh no. This
Not
is
one of
a
It's a weird cult again.
No, it's
AI's
probably
all the way down.
No, I feel like it's a hive mind alien. That, you know,
as you are speculating, you see another man walk past, behind him, but across the screen, and looks identical.
Note, if everything is Audrima, that means we're Audrima. That means that going to Audrima is just Audrima going to Audrima, which means we can land without Audrima destroying Audrima.
No.
Yes.
Audrima accepts with arms open. There are 4 lights! No? Okay. I'll shut up now.
He looks over to the side of the screen as a woman comes around. She does not look identical, but looks very similar. I actually have pictures I could show it to you, so you can judge for yourself if they look similar or not. Except I closed that folder. There we go. Uploading. This may take a few minutes. It shouldn't take a few minutes. It may take more time for you to receive it, though. This is a very large file. I probably shouldn't have done that. I will put it in Discord instead. That's a much better idea.
Where did you put it to start with?
I was trying to put it in Roll20, and I'm really not sure why I was doing that. Because Discord will constrain these file sizes. Much better.
Once again, not getting much sleep.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, wow.
It didn't cancel.
We're being attacked by Audrima.
That tracks.
Oh, Jesus. Space planet. Giant head. Show me what you got.
Oh, man. Alright. Let's see.
Speaking of, I guess we're in Audrima. I'm going to move the Raza token up there.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, someone knows about Audrima already.
So, while we're up here, can we open up another line to talk to David?
Oh God.
Was David in Audrima?
Yeah.
There was no fueling station that you saw.
So?
Yeah, we know David's somewhere around here. And this actually may explain why David's so weird, though.
The only person they have to talk to is a hive mind, driven them slowly crazy.
Lord. All right.
The two people converse in some alien language that sounds like it may have come from Xiao Wu and Spacer, but has evolved far enough that you can't even you can't do more than think maybe that was once Xiao Wu and Spacer.
Telling me that this language is not common to the sector?
This language is not common to the sector, correct?
Darn.
Can we like stop going directly at the planet, but also not leave?
Yeah, you can certainly do that.
While we search around for David, get an explanation of
No,
what the hell's going
we're
on
not.
here.
Oh, God damn it!
These people don't seem interested in explaining what the hell's going on here.
And I'm really curious what threats they have. Like, there's no ships or stations, right, that we can see.
No, there's no ships or stations. Hang on, let me.
And the planet is not flying towards us, right?
The planet is not flying
Planet.
Wait, how are they talking to us then? We're not even in the same region. They shouldn't be able to tell we're here.
Uh-oh.
They shouldn't.
Oh, no.
Right.
While the two of them are discussing, you actually hear the word Raza. You know how when you hear people talking in a different language, but they say the name of a company? That's how that sounded like it got inserted in there.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to stop and say and interject in this and say Raza. You just mentioned the Raza.
I heard her name.
Both of them look at the screen and in unity say yes.
In
Sweet.
what
Hive mind.
context?
What sort of hive mind needs to vocalize between bodies?
Yeah, just pick one. Come on, slackers. The concentration's not that good, so like everybody in the building said.
In
No.
what
Only the man continues. Or the Raza.
Interesting.
Do
What
you
makes you
deny
say
it?
that?
No.
What makes you say that we are the Raza?
I'm surprised more people don't recognize this as a Raza.
They look over at wherever Zoe is on the screen or wherever Zoe's voice came from. She does.
Hi.
Wait.
What?
Zoe answered the question, do you deny it? And she said no.
Thanks, Zoe. We could have gotten some information out of them there.
Yeah, but look, it's better to be honest in dealings, I've found.
Where is Portia Lynn?
Wouldn't you say, Audrima?
Yes.
Why are you interested in why are you interested in where Portia Lynn is?
Because they were the captains of Raza.
It has
Please
been many years
stop.
since Audrima has seen her.
Do we know where she is? We don't know where she is.
As far as you
She's
know,
not
she's
here.
back in the clutches of Spectre Star technology.
Yeah,
You
so
say
she
she's-
could be anywhere.
You say she's been here before, though?
Audrima has seen her.
In this part of space?
Yes.
With the Raza?
Yes.
Why was she here?
She had many questions.
Oh, boy.
Where did she come
I
from?
always hate it.
Where was she going?
Something.
Where
Cotton
did
Eye
she
Joe.
come from? Cotton Eye Joe.
Yeah.
Right? Wait, are these questions that Portia Lynn had?
Recently?
It was not
No.
recent.
Oh, okay. So she's lost her brain more than once? Oof.
They look at each other, and then again in unison, yes.
That can't be healthy.
Right? Gotta mess your mind
Indeed.
up. No wonder she keeps trying to kill us.
So,
You recognize us. You know this ship has visited Audrima before. Since Porcelain isn't here, I request again that you let us land so we might discuss things properly.
and you said we shouldn't, like, so far as we're aware, they shouldn't be able to contact us at the range that we're at, right?
That's correct.
Well,
There
Nemesis wants-
is appropriate communication delay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so they're not.
It's not like they're
Then how the-
communicating to us from closer than normal. It's just that
They somehow detected you and were able to pinpoint your location to send to open up a communication channel. But there's however many light seconds of delay. It's decreasing as you continue to approach.
okay. So the signal's still coming from. I was gonna say I just wanted to figure out like where the signal's coming from,
Mhm.
but if it's from the planet, that's cool.
It is.
They just got some real good communications and scanning technology, apparently, or something.
They're
Without
psychic. It's
Without
a
Porcelain, I do
giant
not.
psychic hive mind.
Without Porcelain, Audrima does not trust you to land, but you may orbit.
Okay. Cool. Maybe we could discuss, trades or.
Explanation as to what Audrima is.
mean,
If we don't, if Audrima doesn't tell us what Audrima is, we will assume that Audrima is a hive mind.
And well, yes, I am curious what Audrima is truly, and perhaps in what answers you gave Porcelain before.
You have questions also. Audrima
Always.
Many.
is the final
We are
say
entirely.
in any decision reached by Audrima.
What does that even mean?
That's not just like sounds like wait, Audrima is the final say in whatever Audrima decides. Is what you said?
The woman speaks this time. You have already assessed it. Audrima is a collective consciousness.
Oh, wow! Got it in one.
All right, cool. Got that figured out. All right. Where to next? Info draft?
Well, I guess now's the question of is it the kind of hive mind that assimilates? Does Audrima assimilate?
I mean, it hasn't left Audrima.
They both
probably
shake their
not.
head.
Hey, would you be interested in watching a quick video?
That's exactly what they would say if they assimilate.
We will discuss. Audrima will discuss when you have reached orbit.
Okay.
Audrima is tired of talking over a delay.
That's fair. We'll talk to you in 8 hours. All right, montage 8 hours. All right, we're there. We're having this conversation.
It actually doesn't. Remember, the drive's 6. Oh, it is 8 hours. You're right. Why is math so hard these days? Damn it. I should just trust Xander
I literally
more.
pulled that number out of my ass.
I'm not gonna say what I was about to say.
My ass is real good at math.
How about we go with, yeah, your ass is real smart.
I am a smart ass. Yeah, that is accurate. Anyway,
so it does take some hours to
show them the video, the sizzle reel.
Yeah.
Hey, would you like to know about all these bad shit that's gonna come and kill us all? Would you like to help us have it not kill us?
The video, the sizzle reel, is sent. Hours later, reach orbit, and you are in the Audrima or the Mictora, that's the planet name, region of space, you detect the launch of a starship from the planet's surface. It's just a frigate.
It's not in the shape of a cube, right?
It is not in the shape of a cube.
Oh,
Also not a. It's also not a perfect sphere.
It's
Also, not
not
in. It's not really in a shape so much.
It's an amorphous blob.
Well, it is a shape, and you could certainly roll a pilot or or maybe actually even a trade skill check on this one. It is going to be a very high difficulty.
Sorry, what? I heard it's going to be a high difficulty, but I didn't catch what
if you
it.
wanted to analyze the shape, see if you could figure
Oh
out
yeah.
anything about it, then yeah.
Yeah. We'll have Bree do her their skill roll. Where is Bree? Somewhere in here. Armstrong. Where the hell is Armstrong? There.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. I figured it out. Kablamo. Yes. Kablamo. Hey, well, that's not great. It's a roll.
That is, you're right. That's not great. The difficulty is higher than that. Anybody else like to try?
Scanning?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. It's not necessarily scanning. It can be scanning. It could also be trying to identify it by certain styles of ships that you might have seen while trading, while piloting. You could make a trade check, a pilot check, anything else you could use to justify how you identify different brands of ships.
While administering?
Yeah, actually, administer would work too. Mm-hmm.
Sure, why not?
And just to be clear, the reason I didn't let you do trade with the Union ships earlier, Xander, is that they were warships.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, I'm not hitting other players, so no 3d6.
That
doesn't matter.
That makes it. Just a second here. I just want to make sure I'm giving you the right one.
I'm sure it's showing up on some paperwork somewhere.
The reason this was so difficult is because it's gone through a couple of iterations. It has certain stylings that look like Spectre Star technologies, but are older than Spectre Star technologies, all the way back to before Spectre Star technologies, when they were still Harbinger robotics. The design is very old.
We come across a lot of very old things.
You have been lately, yes. The ship reaches orbit within spitting distance of you. Say some 100 meters away, and opens a hail. I guess hails you is better terminology there.
What's up?
Oh no, we've opened the gate to hell?
Yeah, I mean, we've been to every other dimension. Might as well go to hell.
Yeah, it's true. Infoverse, metaverse, hell.
Well, it looks like the same woman and the same man are on the screen from the ship, and they say that Audrima will approach and dock.
Yup. We give them coordinates and flight plans and whatever they need to dock.
Okay. Excuse me. Alright, the docking procedure all goes smoothly. There's nothing special about that. And a small group of 8 of them are being asked to be allowed through your airlock. Discuss with you.
8?
Uh-huh.
What do you need 8 people for? Fucking hive minds.
Well, probably because their processing power goes down when they're not in a group.
Oh, maybe.
You know, I'll laugh out. You know, it's funny if I'm right, but it's funny either way. But it's even funnier if I'm right. You know, it's just rattling off all the hive mind tropes.
Yeah. Let them
And
in.
they again all look identical. Although to those of you that have a keener eye for genetics or for just a keener eye in general, they're not exactly identical. There are just enough variation in them that they could all instead be twins, or what is it? Centuplets, for that matter. I guess for 8 it would
Maybe
be
octuplets?
octuplets. Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy.
And the one up front asks, "Where do you wish to discuss?"
We've a meeting room just off to the side here. Go there.
Of course. And they follow you. There's a little bit of a stir with your crew, seeing 8 nearly identical people, men and women, crossing the halls there.
You know, if anyone's type, I mean, they just hit the jackpot.
Yep.
Hmm.
They are wearing kind of 7 of 9-ish bodysuit type clothing.
Uh-huh.
I'll be honest, I've never watched Voyager.
No references there, no
singlet.
reference, yeah.
Well, it's not really
Like a
that. I've seen pictures.
Yeah.
It's like a tight jumpsuit.
It is, yeah. But not particularly sexualized like other type jumpsuits tend to be. Is it?
We were watching different Voyager episodes, I guess, because 7 of 9 was.
You know, that might have just been the woman inside the jumpsuit. Come on.
Okay.
Was it the woman or the jumpsuit?
Look.
What's that, Knox?
I'm not gonna.
Nothing.
Let's not go down this road.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like we don't need to go here.
Oh, I want to make sure my reference. Oh dear. Okay. It's. We're just leaving it. It's fine.
I feel like you may get across the same doctrine image I came across.
Yep, I may have.
Yeah, that's not the original.
Oh no, maybe we didn't then. I'll discuss it later.
Okay.
Anyway, so yes, they follow you into the conference room and take seat with the ample seating space. They're kind of looking around and nodding at each other, speaking to each other in their alien language.
So, the first and most important question I have: what is the nature of Audrima? How does your hive mind come to be? How does it function? What is the genetic relation between all of you? Would you mind terribly if I took a few samples? Are only humans involved, or is the local wildlife as well, or even organisms from different kingdoms of life?
There's a ring of laughter from From a couple of them. Slow down, human. Audrima will answer some of your questions, but not all. I caution against trying to take any samples. Sorry, I don't. She doesn't say I. Audrima cautions against trying to take any samples.
Is that for reasons intrinsic to the samples, or because Audrima would become upset if I did so?
Audrima cannot allow it.
Why, if I may ask?
Genetic samples of Audrima, lost long ago, have already played a role in events throughout the sector. Audrima wishes to avoid this again.
A role in events? In what way?
The one called Portia Lynn.
Do they
Part of
resemble
the hive
Portia?
mind?
Oh no, you're saying that's probably the genetic sample came from Portia Lynn. Or like Portia Lynn, she got a genetic sample.
Does Portia Lynn look like these people?
No. Not
Okay.
particularly.
No, I think
there's some
they're saying
similarities.
Portia Lynn left with a genetic sample.
Oh, okay. I thought they were saying she was the genetic sample. and I
Let's
was like,
clarify that.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Let's clarify that quick. Are you saying Portia Lynn stole a genetic sample from you?
Portia Lynn is a tortured creature created with genetic sample from Audrima.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh well, okay, never mind then.
Yeah.
You were right the first
That's
time.
kind of where I thought it would go with.
Well, that was my initial thought too, but then I thought, well, that doesn't make sense. She just look like them. But I guess genetics can be tampered with, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Jai.
Mm-hmm.
What do you know of events playing out in the sector?
Let's put our cards on the table. Are you familiar with the Vega at all?
Yes. And
Well,
Audrima finds your sizzle reel to be very entertaining.
Thank you. I'll give your compliments to our PR rep.
Did you have more cards to put on the table?
I think I've got a pack of cards in this drawer over here. So I put those on the table. Of course, there's the situation with Union. Portia Lynn herself. Well, whatever it is she's doing now.
And Portia Lynn has not survived this time.
This has not survived this time? What do you mean?
Portia Lynn is not in control of the Raza.
Don't think that means she's dead, though. She was alive the last time we saw her.
What was the state of Portia Lynn?
Very, very angry.
Yeah, I was going to say angry.
Confused? And brainwashed? Possibly?
Yeah, all of those things, really.
Fascinating. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Audrima finds this fascinating.
Amazing. What a change.
Nemesis wonders what people will think if Nemesis started speaking in third person.
I hate it. I hate it already.
That's okay. I can't keep doing that. I just won't do it.
It's difficult.
Like that idea.
It's much. Well, it's not difficult.
It has been for me. Oh, what was that, Knox?
I said Charlie doesn't like that idea.
Nice.
But Nemesis can talk in third person all day long, but Nemesis shouldn't.
You guys
Mhm.
are the worst.
What else is happening in the sector?
Mm. What have I said? I already mentioned Union. I mentioned Porcelain. Prod.
The voice box on the stick.
Riley.
Riley.
Already mentioned Vega. Both those fall under that umbrella. Um. I'm kind of blanking at the moment. I'm like 10 seconds away from crashing. So if anyone wants to jump in here, it'd be appreciated.
Yeah. But here's what we're gonna say next. It's
This thing that we have to say.
I honestly don't remember. Oh yeah. Hey, are you interested in setting up any like trades with this other planet that we got? I feel them out. See if they would be interested in doing any sort of trading.
Yeah, what does Audrima need?
Hmm. The response you get is that Audrima doesn't need anything. However, that there is some alien chatter at the discussion of trade,
What
and
does Audrima want?
Audrima, one of them says that Audrima will needs to assess more before deciding if they want to buy anything from you.
Oh, not from me. Obviously, I represent an up and coming
Oh boy.
civilization on or
Yeah.
colony
She
on.
represents a small dumpster located in the middle of the desert.
Look, I don't fucking tell them that though.
Audrima trades only in person.
Well, I mean, that can
No,
definitely happen.
slavery was banned.
Oh.
That does not stop some people, some humans.
Uh,
If Audrima offered you, and there's a little bit of a pause as the speaker looks across the four of you, and then back over to Jai. 7 million credits for, and then they look over at Zoe for this one.
I think the long term profit value of Zoe is probably higher than 7 million credits.
How much is it?
Unclear. I'm not a trader. I'm just guessing.
They look over at Zoe.
Yeah, I totally rattle off how much I would be worth.
How much is it? Put a number to it.
Oh,
or a ballpark.
In the high double millions. I mean, there's also the fact that the trouble it would bring, because my father would definitely come and like rain hellfire upon them.
So we're
Or maybe
talking,
not,
so something like, say, 25 million? Is that what you mean by double millions?
Yeah,
I think
double
this is
digits.
more. I think this is more presenting a hypothetical than anything.
Audrima seems to be either really good at bluffing hypotheticals or serious. And then turns back to everyone. 27 million. What is your price to sell a human?
I'm
Oh, I
confused. Are you asking me to sell Zoe still, or are you asking Zoe to sell Zoe?
Well, Zoe has set her price. I am asking you if you will accept Zoe's price to sell her.
I am literally not capable of doing this.
You asked what the price would be.
I'm
but
I'm not interested in petty currency anyway.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
One of them looks over at Zoe. You then.
Oh, I don't deal in livestock. Thank you. I don't deal in sentient livestock.
Slavery?
I don't sell people.
A little bit of alien chatter, and then the one of them gets back to cards on the table, so to speak.
The literal ones or the hypothetical ones? Or
The
metaphorical
hypothetical
ones? Yeah. Okay.
And asks, so then how far has the infraworld spread this time?
Did they
So
say
far
this time?
They did.
Okay.
Great. 2 systems have fallen to it.
Onalau has fallen to it. Maribia is partially fallen, or was it? Wait, no, not Maribia. Fuck, whatever. I don't. Yes, Maribia. Maribia is partially getting taken over by it, but Onalau has actually fallen to it.
Xandar still stands.
Xandar. Where the fuck is Xandar?
Let me make sure I gave you the right name. That might be the planet name. Hang on. Systems. Control find. XAN. Bird. Xandar is in Bird. There's 0401 right over here.
Bird.
We have never visited Bird.
No, we have not. We visited anything in the northwest section.
There's more alien chatter. There may still be a chance.
A chance for what? To avert the infraworld collapse? Wait, were you here prior to the last time the infraworld erased this reality and recreated it?
Yeah, sure they've not been here since the Big Bang.
Audrima does not know what happens when things sink into the infraworld, when the sector sinks into the infraworld.
Yeah, the big crunch.
Audrima has not experienced that. There is an event of greater importance that occurs before then.
Something more important than the big crunch happening earlier.
I don't think it's actually the big crunch. It's not really the big crunch. It's localized. It's like only this sector that it happens to.
I thought it was the big crunch.
No. I don't think so.
Oh, I thought that was the cycle they were talking about, though. Is that the big crunch, big bang? Was the natural cycle?
Yeah, there's been more chatter or more information from the Vega and various entities you've spoken with that suggests it's the whole universe.
Okay, never mind then. Yeah. All right, where were we then?
They had just mentioned that there's something that happens before the whatever happens with the infraworld.
What do you mean? What happens?
This sparks a lot of alien chatter between them. And finally, there's one of them speaks. Audrima is not prepared to tell you this.
I'll give you a Horclaw.
It was very poorly socialized.
What is a Horclaw?
If I tell you, will you tell me?
No, the agreement is the Horclaw for the information, if Audrima accepts the Horclaw.
Okay. I ring the ship bell. Say, Android, please bring in the Horclaw.
The Horclaw is brought in by Android.
So maybe this will help socialize my owl. Who knows?
This is a Horclaw.
It appears dangerous.
Yes, but there is wisdom within this creature.
Weren't they like a pack hunter?
Yes. A great cunning within its small form.
It would make a dangerous pet.
Nemesis Spider's like, you ain't telling
But an
me.
interesting one.
Bring Portia Lynn. If you do this, then
Oh,
Audrima
God.
will speak more openly with her.
Oh, we're just gonna the next level mission: locate Porcelain and deliver them to Audrima, so that Jai can talk to Audrima.
I don't suppose you would accept our records of our last meeting with her.
Wait, do we still have the QED with Porcelain's memories?
Yeah, we do.
Are they
We
able
do.
to Are they able to access a QED?
You're not sure.
But that may be a bargaining chip if they can.
Are you interested in trying to bargain that? In addition to, or perhaps, they're not real interested in the images that you have.
No, because now that this has been brought up, I'm realizing that we can actually use the QED to access her memories to get the information of what she discussed with him at her last meeting. Potentially. Let's not bring that up.
Okay. You didn't hear me say anything, Audrima.
That's fine. Unless you have any other questions for them, they seem to have basically decided that you're not ready for the truth. I guess you could put it.
Okay, handle the truth. Hey, wait a second. Aren't I the one that we have a surrogate for to read Porcelain's memories? Those aren't very fun experiences.
We don't need a perfect surrogate. Just
whatever. Fine, whatever. You're gonna throw me in there anyways.
It could. I mean, I could go in there if I really wanted to. What was I going to suggest? I mean, like I had those earlier questions about like the whole hive mind thing.
Oh, yeah, they're
which
willing to
you don't need to answer because it's really not that important.
Well, Jai is very interested, right?
It's something Jai's very interested in. I am too tired to care right now.
Well, we have some time left before we close out, so I can give some quick answers if there were easy questions. I can't remember what they were though, so you'd have to remember.
You know what? Let's not focus on those really, because I think it just while it would possibly be interesting if this were not the last session. In the last session, it just seems like a waste of time.
Sure, and it may be more interesting for you to discover it as players with new characters also discovering.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well, Nemesis wants to clear up which tropes are being followed here, but okay.
How many of these cycles have you gone through?
They said none, right?
They did not say none.
Oh.
They just said they've never experienced the Infraworld, or
they inform you that we are in the second cycle, or sorry, the third cycle they put it.
Mm-hmm. And how long does each of these cycles last? In terms of standard Terra years, please.
The conscious numbers for us.
I recently changed it. What did I change it to? I'm gonna leave that one blank. Also, they are not willing to divulge that information.
Okay.
I want to ask one question.
Okay.
Why do you have human bodies?
Why are you so interested in porcelain? Even beyond this
Excuse me.
whole
My
this
question's more
genetics
important.
thing.
Audrima have human bodies
What makes
because
porcelain so interesting to you?
Audrima were born human as test subjects.
Manufactured hive mind, Jai.
Hmm.
Porcelain is important due to. So I'm going to go out of character here because it's hard for me to put this in their words. Basically, they seem to have attributed importance to porcelain, and that's why porcelain is so interesting to them. In addition to the fact that they said that porcelain was created, using their genetics at some point.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is there anything else? Oh, yes. If we agree to help you with whatever this is, will you be willing to assist us with the Vega?
I found it. So. The answer is non-committal. Something along the lines of Audrima must continue to assess and not intervene for fear of making things worse. And I think I
What about
will.
out of the hope of making things better?
Audrima has learned that where humans are involved, do not raise hope.
All right. I got nothing.
And I'll go ahead and give you that. You'd asked them how long the cycle was. Do you still want that information, or would you like to just leave that for next characters?
I would like that information.
Okay. They tell you that the cycle seems to be about 7,742 years.
Wait, are you saying the Earth's only 6,000 years old?
What point in human history does that place us at the beginning?
One of them answers that the last cycle found them at at 4,500 BC. About.
Mm-hmm. Is there a connection to any event at the beginning of this cycle? Certainly our understood history of the universe is a lot longer than that.
Doesn't that line up with like a fundamentalist Christian timeline? Earth is only 6,000 years old.
I will say, as the writer of this, I don't know.
That's pretty close.
But is that
years? That's pretty close.
Is there any event at the beginning that it lines up with?
No.
That is of interest.
No.
No. Okay.
The alignment event appears to be at the end of these cycles, according to them. And now that Jai's gotten them talking about this a little bit more, they do express that there's still a lot that they don't know about it because it has only happened twice.
Okay.
But each time, as the infraworld encroaches upon the sector goes quiet, and they spend another almost 8,000 years alone in the, in the void.
Do things change
Yes.
between the cycles?
Porcelain is not in control of the Raza in this cycle.
Oh, maybe that's an improvement.
We will see.
Surely I couldn't do. Well, surely I couldn't do anything worse than not stopping them. I'll take heart in that. But there was a porcelain before in each cycle. Or no. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Dex.
Mm-hmm.
By cycle, do you mean like every time you restart this game?
What?
No.
Yes.
I will be changing the header on the Twitch streams to instead of it being seasons, it'll be cycles.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. All right, I was right. We are literally doomed because Dex already expressed an interest in starting this again.
There are victory conditions. I haven't written
the longer we play, the more likely we are to delay it.
Right, yeah.
All hope is lost and all our plans are ruinous.
No,
the
I have
enemy
not
sees
written...
into our minds.
I have not written a scenario with no win condition.
We live in a simulated universe.
I will
say,
however, that I see it as a trilogy, in that you overcome one obstacle and go into the second stage, which you guys are doing now, and find another obstacle, and there's a third stage.
Who knows what's beyond that? You could have Dragon Ball Super.
I'm hoping nobody gets through that third stage anytime soon, because then I kind of have to put the universe away. Yeah.
Dang. Let me see.
All right, so
Darkstar GT.
But yeah, that was a very interesting year to choose. Like I said, Young Earth is about 6,000 years old. That's the Young Earth. Estimate, quote unquote.
So
and you put that about what 7,000 some years from where we're at now, which is about 1,000 years later.
I will say that any timing of that is purely coincidental. I originally had it at 10,000 years, and at some point when I was revising things more recently, because you guys have gotten this far, and making sure that all the puzzle pieces actually fit, I had to change it.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. 10,000 years should also kind of line up too, because apparently I looked it up. Apparently the estimates are anywhere from 6,000 to 10,000 years.
Here's my estimate. It's all bullshit, and the people who believe in that crap are insane.
Whoa! What a strong stance.
It's a very strong stance.
So let me refocus us.
But no, you said something. Sorry, you said this is the first part. We are going into the second part. There's supposed to be a third part if we somehow survive the second part.
Yes.
That's what you said?
Uh-huh.
Okay, and then if the third part is somehow survived, then you put away the game forever.
Or I figure out, or I basically just run it as a sandbox for, forever, because I do think that the world I've built, it's interesting to me, and I think it would still be interesting even after all it goes through, but I'm more interested in the resetting.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to make it impossible.
Like a mad scientist.
Yeah.
He's put his mice in the maze. And we just keep finding the wrong G's.
Yeah.
He has to start it ever.
All the cheese you find is poison. But I promise you, there is cheese in the maze that is not poison.
I see. All right. Well, I don't have any questions anymore.
Okay. So the Raza, you guys board back up on the Raza, or you guys are on the Raza. They didn't let you land this time. They leave, and
None of our crew was assimilated.
none of your crew is assimilated or bought.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yet.
And
That we know of.
Now that we have a place to offload them, time to start taking prisoners. You know what I'm saying?
Here, wait, no. Can we give them a gift before they leave?
What gift you want to give them?
Checking ship inventory.
Inventory or crew list?
Inventory.
Okay.
Same thing.
So, wait, no, John, this is not the time to experiment with the zombie virus on a hive mind.
Oh, I wasn't thinking about that, but now I am.
I know you were. I just really wanted to get that idea out there because it's amazing, but also terrible.
So very tempting.
What? I'm actually. I just want to see what Dexter comes up with if we did that, but that would also be ethically horrible.
It'd be ethically horrible, but think of what we would learn.
The science.
Here's what we'll do. I will give them all of Zoe's old crummy kung fu movies, so we no longer have them on the ship.
Nope. Those are in the.
Shut up, Zoe. We're
crew
doing
morale.
it.
Look, we can.
Nope. You give those up, we're gonna have a fucking riot.
I can
Fine.
make,
We'll
we
just
can make
transfer them
copies.
pirated copies of the kung fu.
Yeah, I'm pretty
films.
sure I can get past any DRM on those.
You wouldn't steal a tank, would you?
He did steal a tank.
Yes, he would.
Yeah.
Explicitly.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. We give them there.
They accept
I
their
don't-
gift. Yeah.
Right.
Give them the AI.
I said you wouldn't download an AI.
Oh.
God.
The
Shit
best
would.
one of those of all time was in the IT crowd.
You wouldn't kill a cop and steal their helmet.
Shit in their helmet.
Leave it as doorstep. Or whatever it was. Oh my god.
That's what it was. Yeah. All right. So the Raza leaves and at some point ends up returning to Camiego and setting themselves up for more information. You know that you need more information about what's going on. You've just gotten this little bit of an info bomb that, hey, they asked about Xander in Bird, so that apparently was something in a previous cycle. So, I mean, that gives you a pretty dang clear clue that maybe there's condensers there too.
We definitely need the infradrive.
Definitely need the infradrive. Your characters, unless you tell me otherwise, have realized that they need a much wider intelligence and effective and asset net.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds like from the incoming characters that you're going to be able to get some fresh new recruits right there on Kamiega.
And elsewhere. There are a few other sources I'm sure we could draw on.
Oh,
Well, I'm sure you
absolutely.
draw from across the
You've
whole
made
sector.
some friends through the sector that you could utilize.
Except for the trend currently. I guess we could see what the trend are up to and unlock the trend for.
Yeah, I don't think they like us.
That is what I want to do now. We've
Well,
got a few
They're
minutes
not a
left.
monolith.
God damn it! Just do it, Dex.
Look,
Let's hear it.
the trend aren't a hive. The trend aren't a hive mind, right?
The
Oh,
Trin are not a hive mind. So,
Hmm.
these are the events that have not resolved yet. As well as a handful that I rolled just so that it wasn't only like 2 or 3.
Right. And I remember that was the whole thing with Libra too. That they actually nearly blew a hole in the side of the Raza. It's because the ship with all our friends on it was sent down to Trinidad Fade or Trinidad Shade, whatever. Okay.
I want to also say that the very first event I ever rolled up in this campaign was on Trinita Shade, and I was like, well, shit. The Trin are testing to see if they could build a city and some infrastructure that does not get detected. I won't tell you whether they succeeded or failed at that.
Okay.
But I was very pleased to have rolled that. And so here we are now with a handful of hanging events. I'm get myself to my page over here. Oh, my page has about the same information as what's on here. Let me see if I can change the size of this damn thing one time. Ah, why? Okay, that's it. You're being deleted and rewritten as a 32 and not a 40. And I don't even care if it's in a different font.
It doesn't matter.
Oh no.
It super doesn't matter.
It's gonna bother me.
I fixed it.
Oh,
so,
boring.
You guys can choose 4 of these and decide whether they end good or bad.
Wait, where did they get posted?
Good or bad from whose perspective?
I moved you onto the gridless grid.
Yeah, sorry, I don't look at Roll20 unless somebody specifically tells me to look at Roll20.
Well, look at Roll20.
Yep. I'll put them all on Roll20 for you.
I mean, good or bad from whose perspective?
Yeah, because let's take the Canagiris one for a second. The general prepares expedition to Ecos. Like, we know what's on Ecos, and it's not great. So in
but they're
theory,
also probably going to die there.
Right, they're also probably going to die there. The bad outcome is they survive and get possessed and then leave. That is the worst possible outcome. The good outcome, I'm not sure if the good outcome is them getting there, surviving, and exploring a little bit, and then getting off safely, or them just dying horribly like every other person.
I'm pretty sure them dying horribly is the good one for us, from our perspective.
Yeah.
So none of these are from your perspective. They're all from the perspective of the subject.
The faction.
Yeah. So the Trinita. Where's my Trinita Fade one? There's Trinita. I'm going to move this over here.
Oh, Trinita Fade. Yeah, the pirate.
Zenthra. The pirates are scavenging Tridents of Fade. If they end up with a good resolution, then it's a good resolution objectively for the pirates. As an example,
what's the good resolution for the SOS Prime one? Is that good for Union or good for the SOS government?
Union. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because Union is the one to start initiating the action, if you will.
Yeah. So, as an example, the reason that Union sent a fleet over to Artemis is, some of you may remember a one-shot in which a certain Union soldier or Union medic got possessed by an entity. That spawned that sequence of events, and after several neutral results, the dice decided that it was a good resolution for Union. So that entity ended up floating from one high importance Union person to another until Union got suspicious and figured out a way to actually track what was going on. They discovered about this entity, and they basically used it, getting knowledge from it about this technology that's out here, that was out there in Artemis. And so this was a good resolution for them. Technically, they've got an officer who's been possessed, but they were going to be able to make it out there and actually use that technology. They would not have gotten destroyed by Callie. That was the good resolution for them. Obviously, player actions trump what the dice say. A bad resolution for them would actually have probably been more like, okay, well, the entity does possess somebody who's really high ranking and takes over all of Union.
Mm-hmm.
So,
all right.
Yeah, let's look at these one at a time. Trinity of Fade, you've got some pirates that are scavenging Trinity of Fade. I'm not going to tell you exactly what I think the resolution would be for good or bad. But do you want
we got
that?
7, we choose 4.
You get to choose 4. Actually,
I guess the question is how do we make a decision here? We just gonna base it off of what makes the best story or what benefits us the most?
Yeah.
It seems a little weird to choose based on what benefits us the most.
This is just kind of giving you a little bit of meta control about what happens in the next campaign.
All right.
One of the metrics I imagined being, hey, this seems interesting to actually play at some point, and so put that in the question and leave it hanging in the end. Or well, don't choose it. You just leave it as an unchosen one.
Yeah. I think my view is that the Dagon Station one, we don't really have enough of a connection to actually have an opinion on what a good or a bad resolution to that looks like. I don't think.
Okay.
So that one's probably skippable on our end unless anyone disagrees with that.
I was trying to remember what the heck was even going with Dagon Station, but there's nothing in the news.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Should be able to search the news for Anviku. And that, there were a couple of Dave reports in there.
There were a couple.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah, there's... Oh, that's where, I guess Salazad's from.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I guess that's where we think David was, but now we're thinking he was in Audrima? I'm confused by that.
I think they moved.
I guess that's entirely possible. Okay, well, yeah, I can't find anything really to change my mind on that. So
I think Anviku is like relevant, and I think there's interesting stuff there. But again, I have no idea what a good or a bad resolution would look like, so I'm just saying, nah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we can always move stuff around too later. Well, I guess so. For our own sake, it'll be better for Union probably to fail.
Yeah, and I think my thought there is, like, we already acted to stop the Union overthrow of the SOS government. They're not in a great position there, even if the Union is rioting. I think that's a bad end for Union there, because like they already got put in a bad position by our own actions.
And
yeah,
and plus they've really been getting the short end of the stick lately. It seems like they're on the back foot.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I mean, aside from the fact that fleet's still there.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a problem for future us.
Okay. So we've got one choice made, so that Union ends up with a bad resolution in their plot to overthrow the SOS government.
The Trinity of Fade thing, I guess, is relevant to us just because it's close to Kamiega.
It is. It's kind of relevant, but I'm also not sure how important it is. Let's put that on the back foot for.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can cut this down a little bit more first to decide. The Audrima thing honestly seems entirely irrelevant to me.
I mean, it could be interesting. Like, so my thoughts on like they're selling a story of a trip to Audrima. So like a driving interest in Audrima and driving more people to investigate Audrima.
It's interesting, but is it as potentially interesting as everything else? I don't.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
think
a
so.
lot of these, I feel like it may be just more interesting to see like address depending on seeing how it goes.
Yeah, like I'm not personally that interested in the merchant couple things. So
Okay.
well, it could be interesting, but I think it's also something that can just be tossed to the side because it's not really too important. That is my view.
And as you guys pointed out, if you change your mind on anything, you're not locked into these just because I've moved text around.
Now, for these last ones, there are interesting results from this. Personally, I think the perimeter recovering the ship and investigating failing creates a much more interesting state there with the perimeter failure because it gets because that probably means the Trin are now involved in shit.
And
possibly
one thing that I meant to tell you but failed is these bad and good ends that you're choosing. We can also say that over the course of the next few months, the Raza and outline crew, your growing crew, have had a hand in some of them. So depending on what direction you want that to go, I might actually unlock the Trin as a playable character.
Well, I think the perimeter thing. I think that's kind of interesting because that also ties into Libra, who is not had much screen time lately, but we do have a crew member with a very personal stake there.
Yeah. So I think having them fail is an interesting solution.
Okay.
It's something that the Raza would get involved in, I would think.
Okay. Now, when you get the Raza involved in that, are the Raza helping the Trin, or are they simply trying to stop perimeter?
That's something we're going to need to think on.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Because we're not really on friendly terms with either specifically, but like I said, we still had the personal stake with Libra, I think.
Right. So for these last three,
I feel like I guess we'll just go to Canada.
The pirates thing is closely related to us just because it's located on the nearby thing. So it might be worth having a good end there because that means they might find something interesting, or a bad end because it means like they found something really fucked up. But the Shinobu thing is going to dramatically affect the political situation in the sector and create another rival power out in that in the southwest, the sector southwest, which might prove a relevant player.
And I would say probably like a young powerhouse kind of individual that might be one easier to get more if we can persuade that one person, then you get more support essentially.
Yeah, and I think it also creates an interesting situation there.
Yeah. Well, that's where the news has been going anyways for him. So
yeah, I'm kind of. I think
we're
it is
in that storyline now, just tertiary.
Yeah, I think that's like a good end for him is how that story is going anyway.
Okay.
So
let me ask, Xander, did you have any thoughts on any of this? Any input? Knox?
Oh, I mean, I'm just kind of, since I feel like it's gonna affect you guys, I was sort of letting you guys take the lead.
I think that's fair, and I kind of thought that might be what you're doing, but we'd still like to hear your opinions.
Yeah, screw us over if you want.
Well, okay, I will honestly say that in order to not screw you guys over, I think you should move the bad end from SOS because they were sort of on our side, and I feel like
that's what it means. The bad end there is for Union.
Oh,
yes. Yeah, we're voting in favor of SOS.
Okay, then
the SOS government
don't understand what's happening. Yeah, okay, then never mind. I take it back.
Yeah, we're on the same wavelength there. But if you want to switch over, feel free to move it over to a good end for Union.
Yeah, no.
Do you have
I'm
a vote in
good.
this? Oh, okay. I'm just trying to make myself vulnerable for you.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna yes and you. You should change it to the question mark. leave that question for next time so that you can also spend 12
I say we leave
seconds
everything to question marks just to make Dex roll everything.
Yeah, make him squirm.
Let's see.
Echoes?
That's where we went there. I wasn't here for that session.
I don't remember that session either. Was I not here for that?
Which
You
session?
were.
The Echoes?
Yeah.
Do I just not remember that by that name? What did we do there?
That's...
Yeah, go ahead, Malcolm.
That's the one where we met Drew, right? Then he
yes,
told us about the oh gosh,
Jody.
he told us quite a bit. He told us about the whole cycle thing, I believe.
He actually gave you coordinates to Onalau.
And yes, right.
Oh, okay, yeah. Gotcha.
And he told you about the Jody. He basically told you that that he was part of a group of entities that were attacking ships that came to Ecos so that the other entities on Ecos could not get on them and leave Ecos.
Yeah. So essentially, that kind of also informed us that the Vega were not one faction. They were
right.
Multiple.
I think
factions.
the problem here is I've never seen it written down, so I thought Ecos and Echoes were two different things. Okay, I got it. I got you. Okay.
No, that's fair. I kind of makes me think too, because like I remember it's pronounced Ecos, right?
Okay, so if we put the Trinity of Fate thing in good end, does that mean that that's a good end for the pirates?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I think the main thing here is we can only pick one more.
Mm-hmm.
So it's between the Canagiris thing and the Trinity of Fate thing.
And whatever is left goes into the question marks?
Yeah.
Okay. I would say let Ecos go to question marks.
Yeah, all right. I mean, it'll be interesting.
Yeah, I don't actually know what a good end or bad end means for that one, so I'm fine with putting it in question marks.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I brought up the example of Union. So, a good end for the Reverend General Nassim Nuzari, who is the one that took over Gardenia after you guys killed Galan.
Well, the Reverends wanted to keep others away from it anyways, right?
No, they also were invested in getting there.
I know, but they're not their vitalists. They wanted to basically treat it as a holy world, right?
They did, yes. They wanted to be reverential to it.
Yeah, which presumably, I don't know. I guess the question is, do they want to land on it? And they don't want to rebuild anything. They just, I don't know. What do they do to revere it once they get there?
Protect it from other people trying to get there.
Yeah, that's fine.
I guess it could still go wrong, but I think it's fine to leave it up in the air.
So a good end doesn't necessarily mean that they get there. It just means that their efforts to prepare an expedition results in, well, I guess it does mean that they get there, because the expedition is the thing that they're trying to do. It just
right. It doesn't really resolve the question of what happens once they get there.
It still gives you some indication, because a good end there means that they don't instantly get taken over and lose all of their ability to act independently. That's what a good end would mean.
I will note that we actually we did speak to them before, and we basically said, yeah, we're not helping you at all. We're just not dealing with you. So it's something that the Raza probably wouldn't interfere with.
Okay.
On the grounds that we already said that we don't care.
To be fair, though, I think we did say that before we knew that Ecos was essentially a prison planet.
That's true. So I don't know. I don't really have too much of opinion on this one. So pick whatever one you want to put into the category.
Just because we're not really, I think it's just a question mark category, because we're not really certain whether we'd want a good end or a bad end anyways. So I think we just kind of have to see how it plays out with the question
Yeah.
marks and go from there.
And that means this last one put in good end, I think, because Pirates Scavenging Train of Fate is probably interesting and probably something we can actually use because the Pirates are at least a group that we can probably work with.
Yeah, I imagine eventually we'll start because the whole pirates love flocking to the Raza banner, right?
They sure do.
Not that we're necessarily going to get to that just yet, full on, flocking to the banner or anything, but it's something to keep in mind.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm playing a pirate. When I join the game next. So
Yep.
Because you are a pirate.
So
Yar.
let's
that I be
lady.
Let's put a little Raza token on whichever of these you want the Raza to actually be directly helping with. Shinobu. Do you think that the Raza and what your growing influence, do you want it to have helped Tajima Shiro unite those 3 planets under the League of Autonomous Worlds?
I think, given that we've already established ties with Shinobu, if we're actually committing to actually getting agents and collecting power here, it might be a good idea to just go over and present ourselves and offer some assistance to him to establish his role. Just because that means we still have that sway there. We don't have to get super deeply involved, but we can provide some assistance to some extent in dealing with things to make sure we're on their good side.
Okay. Trinita Fade with the pirates. Does the Raza provide the pirates with any kind of assistance, knowing, give them some idea how to scavenge, how to look for the vaults on Trinita Fade?
Yeah, because we're right next to them, and if we can we'd be keeping an eye on that. So I think we'd be coordinating with them.
Okay. Now, how likely is it there are other vaults that have planet-destroying missiles and zombie viruses? That's very unlikely.
Pretty
right?
high. Pretty high. Pretty fucking high.
It is very high.
Okay. Well, I guess we're definitely keeping an eye on it.
We are super keeping an eye on that.
Put these guys over here. Okay.
So I don't think we're involved with. I don't think we need to be involved with that.
Yeah, it's too far out of the way, and I think we've indirectly screwed up Union quite a bit lately, so
we don't need to go there for that.
Okay. And how about the situation with Perimeter trying to recover? So to give you to refresh your memories, Perimeter lost a ship on Trinita Shade, and it was a ship with stealth tech that they're trying to recover.
It would also be a good opportunity to unlock perhaps some android characters.
I think if Perimeter is still in the process of trying to recover that, and we realize we still have a chance to interfere, it might be a good idea to interfere so we can see if we can recover some of Libra's companions there.
Yeah. Okay.
And also possibly get that stealth tech, but mostly for the companions because God damn it, we agreed to that.
Yeah.
You did. How does the Raza handle any interactions with the Trin in this event? There will be some.
That's a good question. They are not a monolith. That is the key point. So I think it actually might be a little mixed. I think groups other than the one we initially interacted with might be sort of positive, and we might be if Perimeter is actively harming them in the process, we might be protecting them. So I think some of the groups will get along with fine. The one we interacted with in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, the reason we didn't is because it was basically planet destroy, essentially weapons of mass destruction, right? So that's the main reason we didn't return.
Yeah, let me throw out a possible scenario, or not necessarily a scenario, but does the Raza perhaps try to make some kind of contact with whatever larger organization there is at the Trin, and if the matter of planet-destroying missiles comes up, explain why you didn't bring those back.
Yeah, and it is also probably worth bringing up the work Jai did with Nova to actually make those initial genetic shifts in her, those initial genetic shifts to make it possible to live on Trinita Fade again in the long run.
Okay.
So I will that bringing that up might actually get some goodwill there.
All right. I see Nox typing. You have something you want to say?
Oh no, I was just gonna post a thing. It's not super important, but all of the "we are not a monolith" or "they are not a monolith" brought up a Key and Peele skit.
I know exactly which one that is.
All right.
Nice.
But,
Okay.
I'm all for pro bots. We did say that we'd help them. If the Trin are into pro bots, then we ally with them there. If not, we're against them there.
The Trin are generally friendlier with androids than they are with humans, so it's an odd alliance, or it could be an odd alliance.
Yeah, but I again, like the not a monolith thing, that definitely applies. We aren't getting along with all the trend groups, but we can get along with a decent number of them.
Okay.
With these alliances of convenience.
Of course. All right, that sounds fantastic. We've got 3 over there in the question mark category that will not be resolved before we start the game. They will actually be ongoing events of interest. Well, maybe not the merchant couple. I was when Audrima rolled, I was kind of wondering, okay, what can I actually do here to make this interesting? To be fair, that one rolled before the end of the campaign, and so I wasn't of a mind to make it as impactful as the others that I rolled up. Just to kind of add some choices there. I don't think I would have changed it much, though. As you can probably tell, Audrima is kind of an important cog in the whole campaign. And so I don't think I would have created any kind of event that might have destroyed it.
That's fair.
So that one's just more for flavor. And to through David allude to strange things going on, and also did that couple actually sell their children to Audrima?
I think if we're reading the news on Camiego after our experience, we're like, yeah, they probably did. Okay.
Well, thank you guys. Again, want to thank everyone, including you, Xander, even if you don't love me enough to play in the next campaign. I am teasing.
Yep, that's exactly correct. Nope.
Yeah, the exact right reason.
Lean into it. Yeah, you got to lean into it now.
Yep.
I have filled 6 players, so I can't exactly extend an invitation to an open invitation to say that you can come back at any point with the whole season's setup. But if any of the players do leave and you're interested again, you've been rekindled, then let me know and I'll make sure that you're the first person that knows when there is an opening.
Yeah. And if you give me enough lead up time, I will definitely come back and reprise my role.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, you guys, you gotta put the mods back in.
It's always talk like this.
Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Absolutely.
That sounds a little bit like Jack. Jacques.
Yeah.
Jacques. Like, what are you guys talking about?
Oh my god.
Wow.
In any case, I'm going to jump off because I really need to sleep for a couple hours. So, I'll see you
All right,
around.
dude.
Later, Lulu.
Thanks for playing.
Yeah, it's good to play with you. Bye-bye.
Have a good nap.
I'll try.
Oh, I'm excited for going forward. This does unlock the Tren as a playable character race. I'll unveil their origin focus, which basically just makes them good at things. Well, it gives them a whole bunch of cyberware, and they get an attribute bonus and a skill bonus.
Yeah. I'll probably look at playing a Tren, but it's always good to have options.
Yeah, I think at least one player was interested in them. And this also opens up androids too.
Yeah. I'll probably just play it regularly. I need to figure out. I really need to think about what I want to play, actually. I have zero idea.
You've got a month to figure it out.
Yeah. I figured I had plenty of time to figure it out. I'll think about it in the last week.
Of course. Well, ending a campaign and preparing to move into the next one feels big for me.
Huzzah!
I made it to the end.
You did
it to the end
without dying. That's how my other campaigns have ended.
Yeah, now I can retire to a life of crime? Question mark?
Yeah, why not?
I was gonna say, yeah, not really retiring
so.
per se. Just moving up into a management position, which is weird because you've been the owner of the ship this whole time, basically.
I've been talking this whole time.
Oh no!
Oh shit! Oh no!
I
How long
muted
has
my
that been
mic.
going on?
Basically, since I said my piece about the Tren and that.
Great.
I remuted my mic out of habit. But no, I was gonna say it's not too late. We can always kill you in the epilogue. Big betrayal.
Yeah. You guys are like, this ship will finally be ours. Stab, 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 stab.
Just walk into the airlock and open it.
Mm-hmm. Classic.
I'm pretty sure it'd be pretty easy to stage an accident to happen with Zoe if we need to do that.
Please don't. I don't want you to.
Well, she was just working in the engines, and a big old part fell on her. You know how reckless she was. I don't know why you'd need to look into that.
Yeah, I mean that's probably fine.
Anyways, I'm gonna
put up the end card. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out. Thanks for the game, Dex.
Yeah, absolutely.
Be in touch.
Please do. Over the course of the next month.